Inside voices.
Welcome to the 6th episode of our stream. We are a bunch of average gamers playing a chaotic and pretty awesome game, if you ask me. If you have not seen any of our Insight Check stream, you're really missing out. But you can check them out in our recent VODs and on YouTube. Insight Check, if you don't know, is our recap and Q&A stream where we delve into the minds of the players and explore the thoughts behind all of their actions. Personally, I think it's been super fun to kind of,
It is.
get all those thoughts
We
and
like
stuff.
it.
And you guys have been giving us some really good questions, so I appreciate that, and bring it. Challenge us. We will answer it, and yeah, if we can't, all right, cool. So the next one is this Thursday.
Yeah.
This Thursday. Yes.
Yes.
Does anyone have anything else?
Nope.
No.
Let's just
We
play.
have secrets to be revealed later.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned in either this stream or future stream whenever we decide to announce said news.
Go ahead and be safe and just watch all of them for potential secret news.
Yeah,
Coming.
keep an eye out for.
Just to be safe.
We'd like to do a special one shot in the future and release some more content. Possibly.
I already mentioned it once, so I feel like I have to do a Christmas one shot.
Yes.
Now, if I do it, who knows? Maybe someone else can.
I would love to do
Is that
it.
a hint?
Can I do it? I'll wear like a Santa hat or whatever I gotta do, and
If you're serious.
if you'll teach me what to do,
Okay.
I will totally do it. As long as it has to be a day I'm available though.
You heard it here first, stream. Jen
Chad's first one shot ever.
Jen is going to be leading our one shot, our Christmas one shot.
I'm excited.
Yikes.
I'm gonna get
Not Sumiko.
not
Jen.
Sumiko. Maybe it is Sumiko
Maybe it is, yeah.
on a quest to find a big old
A very
Flower.
Bahamut
Christmas
Christmas.
tree.
Very Bahamut Christmas.
The most beautiful kind of Christmas.
Yeah.
You didn't paint that dragon right.
Were
Do it again.
Were you Bahamut or were you Tiamat this Christmas? I'm checking twice.
That would be a good one, actually. I don't know. I was thinking less campaign related, though.
We could just get sucked into a snow globe and we gotta find ourselves out. Or our ways out.
Okay, well, let's keep
Oh.
all of our ideas for not to be spoiled right now.
I love the thought process, though. I'm loving it.
We'll do it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So,
Oh, I could kill people then.
players, put your
Don't.
imagination caps on.
Boop.
I don't ever take mine off, so.
Right?
Aww.
You are now
This is my extra.
You are now your characters. Welcome to the game. Last time on Shadows of Zethris, after fighting these scaled creatures, it was a pretty tough encounter. You were saved by these warriors, of which they did not want you to venture further into their land. Now, this might have been a very difficult situation had Lute not done, his magic enchantments and charmed the leader of this warrior group in letting you pass. After you then did pass, you made your way to the base of the highest mountain in the Misty Mountains, to where there was a door that you opened using your key.
As in K-I. Not K-E-Y.
It starts already. So that's the kind of day we're gonna have, huh?
You started it.
Didn't mean to. So, inside, you see that there was just a large chamber. It was dusty and it looked like there wasn't anyone there. But you did meet a Loxodon, which is an elephant-like humanoid named Daxama. And after passing one of his tests, he revealed to you the secret of this monastery, in which you finally met Geian-Ki, this warrior, this monastic that you've been searching for in order to receive training. This is the single entity that Eno Fawn wanted you to meet. And she allowed you to take a test as well. And after you passed it, she handed you a wooden practice sword and said that you will only be using that for the remainder of her test, of her training. And as you kind of held that sword and looked at her stern look, you kind of see what looks like a little bit of a smile. She is definitely trying to keep herself contained. The floor is yours.
So what's next?
Well, before I go any further, I need to know more about all of you. As you guys are currently in the stands, still sitting. Will you all follow me to my chambers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She walks towards the back of the throne. You see that there is what looks like bamboo sticks that are stacked horizontally, and it kind of looks like maybe a floor mat, but it's hung up on the wall. You see her touch certain bamboo sticks in like a specific order. As soon as she does, the bamboo sticks come together, and there's like a bright yellow flash as you see that there is now a door, like a wooden bamboo stick door.
Can I roll perception to see if I remember the
I was going to do the same thing. Wasn't super
pattern?
Sure. Out of the 12 sticks that she touched, you know the first 6. I can tell you those now. It's the 7th one first, the 2nd, the 5th, the 1st, the 3rd, and the 9th. What was your roll?
It was also 24.
Then you noticed the same.
Okay.
I should have looked, but I don't think I would care.
And how many times did she hit it? 12?
12 times. Yeah. And you only really realized that because of the sound. Because as she was doing it, she was increasing with her speed. As this door opens, she opens it, and it seems to be like a decline of more bamboo sticks, surrounded by like a large lake, and it's sticks that lead to like a small hut that is on top of a boulder in the middle of this lake.
It's a fancy room.
But it's like a large cavern.
Is it like stairs, or is it just like you could slide down?
If you're not careful, you could slide down.
What if you wanted to intentionally slide down?
You could probably easily do so, especially with the fact that there's a little bit of ice that has like frozen over on top of the bamboo sticks.
Cool.
What's
Yeah.
the temperature like?
Cold.
It's definitely a lot colder in here than it was in the general chamber where you just came from. I'd say probably close to about 25 degrees, but there's no wind chill in here.
Is the water frozen?
No. But it does have a flow, like it's not stagnant.
Yeah, okay.
As she then continues walking, kind of gracefully hopping over each bamboo stick. She gets to this hut, and she waits for you all to join her.
I'm gonna slide down first so that I don't hit anybody.
Okay. Let me just get some acrobatics checks.
Mm. Ten.
24.
10.
Okay.
Amazingly.
Don't you have a plus 10?
Not quite. But
Okay.
yeah, I rolled a 2. So, I'm distracted, okay? And I'm tired from her kicking my ass.
I'm tired, damn it.
She did nothing. She slept us. As you guys are walking, I'd say for a moment, you start to slip, and Sumiko kind of, like as she's sliding, you like almost fall over her body, but
Wait,
instead.
no, I went down first.
I know. You guys are all kind of going down at the same time.
Oh, they're sliding too? I would assume sliding
You're sliding.
would be faster than walking.
Well, don't assume.
Okay. I just assumed I would already be down at the bottom just looking at everybody.
Surprisingly, there isn't
We're just sliding on icy bamboo.
there isn't
So
as
it's not like that
crap
fast.
ton of ice on it. But yeah.
Float. I mean, I just thought I would be quick. That monk speed.
Well, it didn't happen, Sumiko.
Well, I
You're
guess
sliding.
I should have, so I didn't trip over my own feet, apparently.
So Sumiko, as you're sliding, you almost trip over her, and that kind of almost makes you fall off of the bridge, bamboo, but you manage to kind of get yourself together. If you were a little less dexterous, you definitely might have fallen off.
Into the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
You, on the other hand, kind of not paying attention. You're just kind of looking around and realize that you're about to fall off, but you catch yourself at the last second. And you're just walking down. So, as you pick up some speed, you end up like sliding into the house. Not like into it, just into the side of the house. It's a wooden building.
With a 24. Oh man.
It's a very powerful slide.
You were
Is
just
Luke-
saying it was not a
Is
fast
it-
slide.
is Luke with us?
That is picking up. He is not.
Okay. Do we know why? Did he just hang behind?
Did you just check for him?
Yeah,
Then
that's what I'm literally just doing.
yeah. Now that you're at the on these stairs, if you want to go back and look, you can.
Where's Luke?
Loot? Are you joining us?
I myself am not joining. I'm going to be just playing up a storm and telling a lot of stories. It turns out that they have a lot of stories to give me, so I will be just delighting them with stories and adventures of my time in the Feywild.
That's good. I will be asking you to repeat those in detail later. Thank you.
That was a really good Riley Lute impression.
Thanks.
Okay. Alright.
So she kind of looks at all of you. Before I let you in, I need to know a couple things. Why are you here again? Why have you sought me out?
There is a demon who is trying to gain permanent access to this plane. It's one that I've met before, and I don't know how to stop him. My friend Eno thought that you might be able to help us or give us something.
I'm looking to hear more stories about all of you. Because if you're going to take on this test, I need to know what kind of person you are. Because your friends are a reflection of those far from you. You're a reflection of those far from you. So each of you can start.
What would you like to know?
I want to know why you seek this out instead of running and hiding. That would be the better thing to do. That would be the smart thing to do.
Where's the fun in running?
If everyone runs and hides, then who stops him?
You run towards death, no.
You said we have been running towards death since we were born.
Isn't death better than hiding? Pretending that you're dead?
Life is a marathon. You are sprinting towards death.
Mm-hmm.
I seek to know why.
Why we run towards death just in general? For the whole race?
You
Just
specifically.
us? Okay.
Is it that hard to know the things that drive you? That motivate you?
Walking is boring.
You're specifically asking Val, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's
Okay.
looking directly.
She's just looking
She's
at
looking
you.
straight at you, so I'm just like,
This adds to the adventure.
About, you could tell her about the thing. The
I guess for me
pit.
it's excitement.
Interesting.
He likes to go into pits.
How are you so goofy through all of this?
Should I be a sad elf?
You just don't reflect the other people around you. Look at their faces. Look at that one.
Me.
I don't know. Maybe they're just scared.
I'm not scared.
I can't control their faces. I'm gonna like go up and like try and force a smile. See, I can't do that all the time. You gotta have a mixed range of emotions. I choose to be happier. You should try it. Makes you feel good.
I've lived a very long time. I've seen a lot of things. It's sometimes very difficult to remain happy. I'm neutral, though.
Well, you want to know the trick to being happier?
Please, enlighten me.
You need a lot more flowers in your life. I'm gonna pull out 10 of them and then hand them to her. See? Nobody doesn't like flowers.
They're pretty.
Don't they make you happier?
Not really.
There's something wrong with you.
These just make you happy. These control your happiness.
No, but they make me happy. Lily also makes me happy.
Who's Lily?
My cat.
I see a cat come in with you.
She's hiding in my bag.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull her out. See?
May I?
Are you gonna hurt her?
No.
I mean, flowers don't make you happy. I don't know if a cat's gonna make you happy.
May I hold her?
If you hurt her, then you owe me a new cat. The exact cat.
Oh.
Identical.
Okay. Okay. You notice that Lily is uncharacteristically calm as she is being pet. She hands it back to you. Hands Lily back to you.
Her. Excuse you.
I used her name.
Lesser cat.
Lesser. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And you.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Why do you race towards death? Why not just
Well, if it's a race, I've already
go
won.
home?
If it's a race to death, I've already won because I've died one time.
You're still here,
Yes.
so you're not dead.
So
Not
I'm
anymore.
about to lap everyone.
Not me.
You died? Did you die one time?
Yeah. Wasn't that long ago.
You must have shit memory. Was I there? Was I there?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
thought you
remember
were.
I called him back from death.
Oh,
Remember that whole thing?
I'm sorry. I was in a very different place during that time. I do remember now.
You're speaking
I
to
think-
a pro.
I think even less of those of you who've already experienced death and raced toward it still. It's a very strange thing for you to do.
Death wasn't darkness for me. That wasn't an end.
It could be.
It could be.
There are some places where that when you go, you don't come back.
I think it's better to die trying to save the lives of people you care about and people you don't know than it is to hide and die of old age. I don't live to be that old, so I gotta put in work when I can.
I respect it. There's another dragonborn here. You remind me of her. She's very strong-spirited. Has a similarly positive outlook on things, despite what goes on in the world. Maybe it's something of your kind?
Could be. I haven't met many other dragonborns.
Okay. Well, I suppose it's time I let you in. She opens the door. On the inside of this, is a shack. The only thing that you see is it kind of looks like a sauna, where there's a table in the middle, and the walls. There are like wooden blocks coming out of the walls, and it's a large circle. Take a seat anywhere, please.
I'm gonna float.
Sit down.
Okay. I need each of you to focus. Close your eyes. Close them. You too, Dragonborn.
I close my eyes but go into my familiar's vision.
Where's your
Is there a place for it to perch?
on your shoulder?
Sure, on my shoulder.
She kind of looks at it, stares at you.
It disappears.
Close them. I can see if you're peeking. Close.
You're closed.
Come on, stackers. It's not that hard.
You close your eyes.
I think to the group, are you seriously not closing your eyes right now?
Who the fuck isn't closing her eyes?
One of you keeps peeking. Okay. You may open your eyes now.
Whoa. It's much brighter.
So you then see you are at the peak of the Misty Mountains. You can see all of the other, smaller mountains around you. You can see the tops of all of them. You see that there are, different creatures, birds, things larger than birds, flying through the air. You can hear like the dust and shards of ice kind of moving on the ground with the wind, as you can feel the wind blowing through you almost. It doesn't affect your clothes, and you're still sitting. It just looks like you're like crisscross applesauce on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And to your left, you see that this peak opens up. It is like a flat land. It's all iced over towards the top. And you see that there is a small glimmer of green from like the corner of your eye. She kind of looks over. You see that over there. That is what you'll be getting for me. It's an important item, and it will help you.
How will it help?
Well, it's something very important to me, and this is where your training starts. You get this item to me, and I will help you be the best that you can be in your current form.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yes. I mean, I'm in. I can't speak for everyone.
Now, this will not be easy. It is purposefully so. I need to weed out the weak. And I also need to see what kind of choices you will make. How will you deal when your back is facing the wall? That is the question that this test poses. That's all. As she then snaps. You're back in the shack. And like a breeze of wind stops. Just look around you, see that the door is open. You'll take this way out, and you'll take the first set of stairs on your left after you pass the main hall. That will lead you to the other side of this mountain, and you'll climb from there. If you are corrupt, you won't pass this test.
Looking at me for?
I didn't.
This is specifically for you.
Oh, okay. So my friends can be corrupt. That's fine. In theory, none of my friends are corrupt. I'm just wondering.
You're the company you keep, so sure.
Okay.
Any questions?
Any tips or tricks we need to know?
Stick together. Don't die. Stay warm. Be quick. Everything else is up to you. It's part of the test. You'll be met with a lot of choices. A number of choices. Depending on what you do, it'll determine the challenge that you face. And as much as I think these are pretty, I don't think flowers will help you with this test.
Maybe do.
Anything else?
You should put those flowers in water.
Why test us? Why not just help us?
I've learned my lesson many times on just helping. You have to earn the help. And based on what you've told me so far and the information that I've gathered, if you cannot pass something like this, then you will be no match for what is to come. And I know that there's no stopping you. You have that fire in your eyes. I've seen it many times. And I've seen it snuffed out just as many. That is why I do these tests.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Then go.
We're going.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Fine.
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Good.
As you guys walk away, see that she's just following. You do see that lute is in the center of the main hallway, just kind of playing a tune. And there are a couple of people around him and kind of talking to him and engaging in his story that he's telling. And you do see that Ghana appears to be like picking up one of the weapons that was resting against the column and kind of looking at one of the stories of the monks on the wall as the hieroglyphics are like present.
Which weapon is it?
It's the spear.
I'm gonna keep glancing over as she happens to glance at the same time, and I'll just.
Okay, see if she's paying attention. She kind of keeps sharpening. Kind of looks like she's about to look your way, and she kind of looks up back at the wall.
Do I notice that he's waving at her?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up to her.
I didn't wave at her though.
I thought you were waving at her.
Mm-mm.
It was like one of these.
If she
didn't-
noticed
didn't,
Oh.
my horn itched.
Oh. I'm gonna go up to Virian and say, do you want me to talk to her?
Mm-mm.
I mean, you're a dragonborn.
But I mean,
she's
who?
a dragonborn.
Talk to who?
See, I know who to talk to. I can go if you're too scared.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, she's pink. She has scales like you.
She is really pretty.
That doesn't sound like anyone I've ever met.
You met her earlier.
I don't.
I'll just walk over there for you.
Well, we have to pass the test. Seems more important than talking to whoever you're talking about.
Yeah, and whoever you're talking about will probably be pretty oppressed after we pass this test.
Oh, right. That's what he's waiting. He doesn't want to talk to her yet because of that.
I don't know what's happening right
Do you want my charming glasses?
now. No.
Samiko, no.
God.
That's not a basis for a healthy relationship, Samiko.
What do you mean?
Is Varian in
So
front
we're
of
just
me?
walking.
Varian is in
talking.
front of you.
I'm just gonna stand directly behind him and just shout, "Hey, Ghana!"
She kind of looks over at all of you. Hey. She puts the spear down. How is everything?
Great.
We're about to go climb a mountain for a test, so.
Oh,
Could be better though.
oh. Good luck.
That was 2 O's in one
you.
sentence.
It's tough.
Oh, okay. Did you do it?
No.
Oh.
No. Come here.
I don't know why I'm doing that today.
I push Varian a little
I
bit
walk.
more forward.
as soon as Geian-Ki kind of sees that, you see her just like brush her hands through her jaguar-like fur, her black fur, and she just kind of like walks over to the table and picks up a mug and just sits down on the ground, and you see her just start sipping. Slackers. As you walk over. So. Geian-Ki, she usually only lets certain people take the test. And it's been a while since one of us have gotten to her, to where she wants us to be in order to take the test. It's a bit difficult.
Did she train you?
Somewhat. It's kind of a structured system, and she will train some of the monastics that are more wise and strong, and they will train us.
I understand that. Hierarchy.
Yes. But, one day, I'll do it. One day soon, maybe. And then I can leave Diamshan.
What do you want to do outside?
I actually want to visit the land of dragons. I've heard of it as a rumor.
Where's that?
I don't know. I would have to leave.
Are you talking about ID or ED?
Edai.
Edai.
Yes.
That's
what
a
you're talking
place?
about?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I've heard
I
it's,
have
I've
a
heard
book
it's-
on that.
I've heard it's imaginary.
You have a book on it.
Yeah.
Can I please see it?
Yes. Pretty sure I have it.
He will definitely lend that book to you.
I was trying to track down the author. I can't remember what their name is.
They do children's books on the land of dragons?
Oh, I remember this now.
Most people think it's imaginary.
Yeah, so why not disguise truth as a children's book? Maybe it's got some good information in there.
Can I hold on to this while you're doing your test?
Sure.
Thank you.
Have you heard if you go there that you can turn into a dragon?
Oh.
It's called Dragon Paradise. And the author is J.L. Bolenstein.
J.L. Bolenstein.
Yeah. Productions International
In Santil.
and sent you.
Interesting.
Maybe one day both of you can go find it.
I can only hope.
Can
And
people
dream.
become dragons there?
I wish I was a red dragonborn right now.
I wish I was a dragonborn.
I've heard that all things are possible. I mean, dragons have so much innate magic in them.
You think I could become a dragon?
I don't know, but
That would be amazing.
maybe.
Then I could be even more like Bahamut.
You worship the platinum dragon.
Yeah. But I don't look like a dragon, so it's a little disappointing.
She comes over and puts her hand on your shoulder. That's okay. Bahamut still loves you.
Do you worship Bahamut?
Of course.
I don't
He's
you?
the platinum dragon.
Well, Bahamut is really cool.
Viren, I thought you worshipped Tiamat.
No, that was a joke.
How
That was a
could
joke.
you?
That's not something
It
to,
wa-
to joke about.
Something that I said to scare a
She's-
very bad thing.
She's horrid.
I didn't.
That's why he was using it as an intimidation attempt, not
I don't know.
Not
I
a
mean,
joke.
Val never lies.
per se. That's a joke. If you've met Val, you would know he lies all the time.
that Val.
He doesn't lie to me.
Okay. Well,
You two have a special connection.
as long as there's no jokes about Tiamat around here.
Only jokes at her expense.
Do you really worship Bahamut?
I
had
said
no idea.
Bahamut was cool.
We should be going.
Yeah.
You think,
Okay,
Geian?
he doesn't worship Bahamut.
I'm gonna call Mel over and just say, "This is my pseudo dragon, Mel. Would you mind
Oh,
reading the book to her?"
sure. She like goes like this. And Mel he just like crawls across that arm bridge, goes onto to her shoulder and just sits. He like lets out just a like calms down, gets used to his new surroundings.
Nothing.
How was it?
What did you say your name was again?
It's Virian.
Virian. I will give you a little bit of warning. I would definitely be careful about using the name Tiamat around here. Just be careful.
Okay.
People have strong feelings about her.
As do I.
Yes. All right. Was there anything else?
No, we should
No,
be
this
going.
was-
Yes, we
was
should
all-
be going.
This is all very enlightening. Good day.
Start.
I
power
mean, I
walking.
would love.
Virian's like gone.
She just kind of looks up. She's like, I would love to talk to you more. All right.
We'll bring him back.
Okay. Come back safe.
We will.
It's our middle name.
That's strange. I don't have a middle name.
Okay, bye.
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 Weirdly literal.
Huh?
Weirdly literal dragonborn.
So, who is leading right now? What is the marching order
Definitely
looking like?
Virian.
Yeah,
We're all just
He's just
chasing
gone. He's
after
gone.
him.
Yeah.
I've actually already
Remember
gotten
the
little
first
thing
left.
Yeah,
Stairs.
I actually wrote that down. Yes, I'm taking the first left and going down the first major hallway until I come outside.
Okay. Before you do that, can you give me an investigation check?
Yes. Blip. 20.
20. You notice as you're walking, just kind of looking at the walls and trying to avoid Ghana, you see that like part of the walls, it looks like there is a dotted, almost like a pattern in the wall. Like there are just portions, and you just see like a dotted pattern. almost like braille. That's all.
And this not anywhere else? Is it in like a weird space in the wall?
Yeah. So it's about a 2-foot cube.
And they're like protruding bumps or whatever?
No, is this up the stairs or prior to going up the stairs?
This is prior to going up the stairs.
In the main room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like past the main hallway.
Just want to try to like touch one of the bumps.
Feels a little spiky, even though it's like spherical. You notice that there is like condensation on it.
Condensation. Can I touch some more? Just start.
Sure.
While I'm waiting on everyone else.
Sure. They all kind of walk. You all kind of walk up and see him
We're gonna slap on a wall.
just slapping this, 2-foot square of dots.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I just saw these dots and I decided to touch them. To keep myself occupied. Do you know anything about what? Has anyone ever seen this kind of thing?
Nope.
Kind of weird to touch.
Touch one.
Can you guys give me a history check?
Oh my god. 2.
10.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not really sure.
Is there anybody walking by us or near us?
No.
Mm.
Closest person is about 50 feet away.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of run my fingers across it and try and sense if any of the dots have more key energy.
Just go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
11.
I would say that as you run your hand down this wall, you don't get the sense that there's ki coming off of it, but that it can potentially be a receptor.
Okay. So then I'm gonna try and focus key into it. Again, this time. This time with both hands, trying to cover as many of the dots as I can.
With your focus, you can feel that it's doing something, but you feel like you would have to put in at least a little bit more.
Like a point? Okay, what the hell?
Okay.
I'll use a point of key energy to try and see what this wall's about.
Sure. As soon as you do that, you can see that the dots kind of meld into the wall. You hear a click sound, and you see that the wall slowly starts to open up. Inside of it, you can see that there's looks to be different colored stones right by the entrance. There's one of each color. The stone is about this big, and in the middle of this room, you see that there are other large gray stones that are in a circle around a pool of clear liquid. Now the pool kind of looks like an old school hot tub. Maybe 2 people could fit in, or 1 person could fit, and then really lounge out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not large, and there are 2 towels that are folded up and are behind the pool.
Does it seem like maybe a healing room, from the prison? like maybe where people come in and rest after.
Getting their ass beat.
Yeah, after the test.
Looking closer at it, the water looks a lot different. Like
Okay.
it's incredibly transparent.
If I walk over and look into the water, what do I see?
You see nothing.
Huh.
I mean, you see a clear water, and you see that there are like strands of like a gray mist almost.
If I reached my hand into the water, does anything happen?
No.
It's just water. I see my hand go in, feel around. It feels the way it looks.
Correct.
Okay.
But as she puts her hand in, you all see that the stones that are near the front of near the entrance of the room, they're like slowly pulsing. Like the deeper that she gets in, the brighter they become.
Something's happening.
Do I feel anything?
No.
Okay. Huh, this seems pretty normal. I say, as you all notice the.
As you take your hand
I
out
wonder
of
if
this
this
water,
is just like a relaxation room. Okay.
as you take your hand out of the water, it doesn't drip. It just, you're out now.
Oh, I'm dry?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Completely dry.
I want to just step in then.
Okay. You're in this water. It's, you can touch the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing's happening.
What are the stones doing?
You see that the stones are at their brightest.
Is there anything else in the room? Besides the stones and this hot tub thing?
And the towels, no.
Why do I need a towel if I get
Towels
out
make
and
no
I'm
sense.
perfectly dry? Alright, well, I'm going to splash some water on my face and get back out of the hot tub. Huh, that's kind of cool. Look, I can relax and come out dry.
Is anything else around the big chamber reacting to this?
I want to dip my hand into the pool, see if it comes out wet.
It does not.
The stones do anything when Val dips his hand in?
The same exact thing.
I want to go touch a stone while it's
I'm a
glowing.
monk now.
Does it look
You
like
wanna
we can
touch one of the
remove
stones?
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And,
We can remove the stones?
Yeah.
and I'll like
They're
pick it
they're
up.
like small pebbles, basically.
Oh, I want to take a stone out.
Okay.
I step out of the room.
Okay.
We step out of there?
Yep.
I've been on the outside just kind of like looking at what's happening here.
You didn't come in?
Huh.
What color stone are you taking?
Pink.
What about you?
What colors were they?
There's one of every color.
In the rainbow?
Every color in the color wheel.
Is there a teal one?
There's a close to it.
Okay, that's what I pick.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if anything. I'm just like examining it while his hand was in there. And then once it turns off, I'll just put it back and move on, go on my way.
Okay. Yeah. It's getting brighter the more.
But I didn't feel anything. There wasn't anything. Okay. I don't care. I
It's
just
just
want to go do this
the-
test now.
Yeah.
Closer that he gets into the water, the brighter it is. That's
Okay.
it.
Oh, so we're not in the room for the test yet?
This is some
We
random
haven't
offshoot
left yet.
room that we
We
found.
just, we just got squirreled by the bumps
Yeah,
on the
as
wall.
per usual.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I don't care about the stone. Oh, I'll just keep it. It's just teal.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to do anything.
Hmm.
Or no, maybe not.
Well,
I'll
that
just leave
this
it.
might
I'll
be
leave it. I
nice
don't wanna make
after
anyone
after
mad.
we've been up on a snowy mountain for however
It's
long.
too much of a
Maybe.
choice. I'm gonna put it back.
All right. So
So we walk
I
out of
just
the
want to
room.
leave and move on at this point.
Okay. So, you move on, and you walk up the steps. All of a sudden, you are on the backside of this mountain, and you're like not that high off the ground. Like you can see that you're still, pretty much at the base of the mountain. You're just
As I look up.
Yeah. You just see that there is a path, like a path to your left.
Oh, so there is a path.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on an incline.
Hella switchbacks.
And you are met with like this. The wind is hitting you, and the cold is it's tough. It's pretty cold out. And there's just a breeze.
Did we get any like extra cloaks or anything? Oh yeah, we got stuff back down at the
From what's his face?
What's his face? Okay. I'm wrapping up and going to the
Put
path.
on one of my masks and pull my cloak over and start going.
Okay.
Put Lily in her kitty sweater.
A hat with 4 holes in it.
Yep.
It's perfect.
So you guys are walking. You notice Sumiko. So you kind of look up. You can see that there is something strange about the wind above you. About 100 feet up, you can see that there are like carpets almost of black and gray dust kind of floating in the air and mixed in with the wind. Like it's dirty.
Dirty air.
Can I see through it, or does it just look like this wind is like the sky and it's just like really dark?
It's pretty light out because it's early in the morning. So it's like 9 a.m. So I'd say you could probably see up until that point, a little bit past it actually. So about 110 feet.
Can I like float closer to it to look at it closer to see if there's like something above it, or if it's just like
Sumiko just starts levitating up. Like, that's one way to climb a mountain.
Sure.
And as I'm going up, I'm just gonna shout down to the group, "Look at all this dust!"
Is it like low visibility?
It's a bit hard to see.
I'm gonna keep going up though.
After about 60 feet, it's kind of difficult to get a clear picture of her. It's more so that she's super perceptive and has a really good eye for seeing through this.
Okay.
But at this point, you can kind of just see that she's up there.
Well, Bahami's finally taken her. Let's go.
How's it look up there?
Have I made it to the dust yet?
It's around where you are. It just appears to be floating.
Is there anything above it?
No.
Does it feel weird if I like touch it?
If you touch it, or are you touching it?
I'm touching it.
Okay. So you touch it. It feels like little blades, like tickling your skin. It doesn't hurt, but with more force, it would. Like if you smacked it, it would probably hurt. You also notice that as the wind is moving, these things, this mixture of black and gray dust, and it has like kind of little bits of pieces of ice. It's just flowing and not moving.
Oh, so it's like staying in place, but kind of like
Correct.
going up and down. Does it look like it's getting more concentrated, like the closer, like up the mountain we would be going?
Like as far as more, of those.
Or does it just look like this constant stream?
So the entirety of the one that you're looking at, it's like a carpet. It's like 5 feet long. Five feet by about 1 foot.
Does anything happen if I just like float on top of it? Like directly on top of it?
No. It's just kind of floating. You do notice though that at this altitude, at this distance, you see that there are at least about 10 others within 80 feet of you in different directions.
Is this something I can like stand on, or would I like fall through it?
They're all different, like small dust particles. So you feel like you'd probably fall through. It has a solid to it though, like it. What do you want to do?
I guess go back down. I don't think I can really do anything with that.
Okay.
But you said there was like, it looks like it's going up towards our path, but it's like really high up.
It's pretty high up. It's not moving. It's just high altitude. Like it's just going with the wind, but not letting it take it.
Okay.
So meanwhile, we're just
Just walk. Yeah, I was just.
we
I
just are
kept walking.
continuing
Yeah.
to move up the mountain,
Okay.
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna
half
float down
assuming that
to
she's
them.
just skipping the hike part and just trying to look ahead.
So with the fact of how much snow is there and the wind pushing against you, it's a difficult walk, but you guys are trudging along, and Sumiko, do you come back down and join them? Okay. You see her float back down. Comes to the side of you.
How's the path looking?
Well, I was looking at the wind, and there's like these dust particles in it, and they're like moving but not moving. And I don't know, there was like this much of it when I was up there, and it looks like there's like other patches of it. I like touched it, and it's kind of like,
Did you ask first?
did I ask to touch it? The dust?
It's a polite thing to do.
Is it? Is that a thing people do?
No, he's kidding.
I don't know. I feel like if it like fell on us, it would probably hurt. Cause it like didn't like hurt from like touching it, but like if I probably hit it, it would have hurt. Like it would have cut me or something.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more weird that it's just like doing this but not moving. Like it's not going with the wind, but like the stuff is so small.
Maybe we should just keep an eye on it and see if it moves at all or behaves any differently. Sounds like maybe some kind of spell or something.
As you guys are talking about this, you can already see that the one that you were kind of interacting with, this massive dust, is now about 30 feet lower.
Has just the one moved?
Yeah.
Do I notice
That was the only one that you guys could see anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She could only see the other ones when she was up there.
Looks like the one I touched has moved down. Should I go
Is it
touch
still
it
like
again?
directly over our heads?
I shouldn't go touch it again?
No.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on it.
Well, it's probably not going to move again.
We keep walking.
I summon my familiar back.
Okay. Virian, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh boy. 15.
You can feel like like a piercing stare. You feel like you're being watched, that you're not alone. As you look behind you, you can see that your path where you were coming from, the decline, above that is a ledge. You can kind of see from the corner of that ledge, there appears to be this like large black wolf. Has silver eyes. It doesn't appear to be like baring its teeth at you, but it's definitely watching you.
Guys, there's a not to alarm. Don't turn around, but there's a wolf, a large wolf
Behind us.
behind us.
I'll keep walking and go in the familiar form and have it like. I'll turn its head around.
I'm
Do I
gonna
see it?
maintain eye contact with it and wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
And just kind of like acknowledge it and then turn around and keep walking with the group as a dire wolf.
Just give me an animal handling check. Or a nature check, actually.
Nature.
Do we see it when we look? Or at least when I look?
You do not.
14.
You don't see anything.
14 if it's nature.
14? As you do that, it turns the corner and is out of sight.
I'm gonna use my stone. Here, I don't think anything was there.
I'll say.
Oh, that's right. It's like a dire wolf.
I'm gonna think to it. Varian, do you think you could talk to it?
I just kind of shrug my shoulder blades.
They're giant dire wolf
Yeah.
shoulder blades.
I'll just take the lead. I'll go to the front of the group.
Okay.
We'll follow.
Trudge through the snow and the
I want to scratch
smallest-
his ears while he's a wolf, though.
Okay.
And they're just doing the little.
I want to have my familiar watching behind me as it's perched and tell it to if it sees anything make a noise.
Okay.
Owl honk.
Just
squawk.
so you just want it to perch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys continue moving up. You do hear like just chanting coming
Uh-oh.
from way below. It sounds like a battle chant.
Does it sound like the group we came across earlier,
It does.
but from down the mountain?
Yeah.
Okay.
From below.
Like it's just echoing through the mountain range.
Yeah.
Does the dust look any different?
So you look back up. There's nothing there.
No dust at all now?
No.
Did we see the dust when we looked up when she was talking about it the first time?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's nothing there now.
I can't see the dust anymore.
Yeah, well, Varian thought he saw a dire wolf, and I don't think anything was there, so.
But you saw the dust, right? Earlier?
Yeah, did see the dust.
So isn't that a little different?
50-50 at this point.
I'm looking like down too to see if I can see where the dust went.
Okay.
Looking at the snow, looking off the edge to the extent that it's safe.
Give me an investigation check.
13.
13. So you're looking around, kind of looking everywhere. So you walk over to the edge. You can see that there is a blanket of the black and gray dust just laying on the side of the mountain range.
Like flush with it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you can see it because it stands out.
Yeah, because it's dark on
Yes.
like white snow.
Yeah.
Oh. I like point down, like so Samiko can see it. It's really interesting.
I guess
Well-
it just fell.
Have to ask Geian-Ki about it when we get back.
still exists.
I didn't say it didn't exist. I just said we saw one thing that did exist and one thing that may not have existed. It's 50-50.
Are we saying that Varian is seeing things?
I didn't see it when I looked for it.
Maybe you're just blind.
That's
You're a
impossible.
dog, you can't say anything.
I can still roll my eyes. Just look back.
It's that hard wolf like, ugh.
Alright.
After about 20 minutes of just trudging through the snow, you feel like you haven't made that much progress. Like you're going up, kind of still going. It's becoming more difficult to traverse through this weather.
I kind of wish Lou was here to sing for us.
I've always heard Val can sing.
See, I'm the one that's usually lying. Now you are.
I don't know. I mean, you sang at that pit.
Yeah, as I was getting my ass beat.
He sang
You sure did.
at the pit?
Yeah, the one that we went to.
Now I want you to take me to the pit, Val.
He has a lot of fans.
Fans, huh?
Two in particular.
Val has super fans
He sure does.
of his singing.
Two of
I
them.
really feel like you've been holding back on us.
He has a softer side.
Softer side, no one knows about.
No one knows about.
Who's-
It's a
who
little
is in the front?
scandalous.
I'm still in
Varian.
the front. I was gonna actually try to sniff and try to smell another wolf around.
Okay.
Since I have advantage on those.
So go ahead and give me a perception with advantage.
Cool. Hopefully cool. 24.
24. Smells like there's a lot of wolves above you. You look up and you see that top of the mountain range, on another layer, there are about 7 of these. They are like they're looking at you with a face not like they're interested in eating you, but that they're just curious.
Do they all have silver eyes?
No, none of them do.
Are they're all smaller than the initial one? Or-
Yes. But they're definitely of dire wolf size.
Are they smaller than me or bigger than me?
It's a bit hard to tell because they're a lot higher.
Okay.
Maybe around the same size.
I do want to maintain that I have the bronze eyes, though, even in my form.
Do we notice him looking up?
Mm-hmm. You notice that they're all like light blue, almost like they're frozen.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Are they moving?
They are.
So we can see these ones? How high?
From where you guys are right now, it's about 90 feet.
I'm gonna send my owl up
Okay.
to kind of like, not go up into them, but kind of like from like a, like 20 feet away from them, and use its vision to see what
Okay.
they look like.
So, since your owl goes up, you can see that there aren't just 7. There's about 12, and the ones that are not like peering over the mountain ledge to look at all of you, the ones that aren't doing that, they seem to be like pointing towards the path, going upwards, kind of looking, awaiting something.
I'll turn my owl's vision towards.
You can also see that the closer that you're looking at these, it's like they have icicles on their body, like they don't really have fur almost,
Oh.
and their tails split into like 3 sections.
It's like the creatures on Star Wars.
And as I'm in owl form, I'll be relaying that the fur, that doesn't seem like, these don't seem like normal dire wolves. And the fur is ice, and then I'll turn my vision towards where the other ones are looking. See if I can see anything.
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Nice. Nat 20. Yes. Yes.
The only one of the night.
Yes. Someone had to have one eventually. As you're looking over, you can see that there is. You just hear like the sound of something kind of taking large steps. The ice that's on the side of the mountain is like shaking a little bit, and you can see that one of the wolves is like just running around the corner, and you just see this wolf like being pelted like off the side of the mountain.
Oh.
I'll bring my owl back down and come back out of vision.
Okay.
There's a lot more wolves than what you can see on the cliff, but I think there's something up there that's a lot scarier than a dozen dire wolves. Something big.
Do you think, Varian, do you think that you could make friends with the wolves, and maybe they could help us out with whatever else is up there?
As we're walking, I'll just look at him or glance up at him and just let out a howl. Like a friendly howl.
Animal handling check?
Okay.
Or no, I'm gonna have you make a performance check.
Oh, even better. I just need to look at that.
Better.
14.
14? Yeah. Okay, you let out a big howl.
Big howl.
Big howl. And it sounds, very non-threatening. They kind of look over, and you see as each of them, is coming from the sides. And they're now, most of them are out of sight. And you can just kind of hear, just...
What did you do?
Just a lot of footsteps as they run.
Are they coming closer?
No.
Okay.
You can just, yeah.
That's one way to make friends.
Anything else?
Continuing walking.
Okay.
Pushing through the snow, whichever term we're using.
Pushing through the snow, trudging at this point.
Yep.
The snow, I would say, is up to at least, I'm a 6-foot human, so it would be up to my knees.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Yes.
Cold.
Cold. I'm gonna need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey. 19.
18.
15.
6.
Okay.
Wall.
So you two,
Well, you have fur.
I do have her.
yes. That's why the DC is not as outrageous as it would be. You two, and this is what your Constitution as a
wolf.
wolf. Okay. So both of you take a point of exhaustion, as it's becoming very difficult to maintain that source of heat, and you're becoming very tired.
The icon they use in D&D Beyond is like a person crouched over on the ground is what it looks like to me.
Oh God.
For exhaustion.
Oh God. I touched it.
It definitely looks like a person on their knees.
That's a good icon. I like
That's
it.
funny.
It just got me. I'm sorry.
We should probably look for
What does
shelter.
what does that do to us if we have a point of exhaustion?
First point is you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Fun.
Or at least somewhere to warm up.
Okay. Are you getting tired?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking for the
So they're like noticeably starting to get a little bit tired.
Yeah, it just looks difficult. Like you can see
I'll
that
have my teeth chattering.
it's wearing
It's like, I'm
on
not
them.
cold.
Maybe check along the path for any area where that's clear enough of snow, a cave or a little alcove.
I'll send my owl up ahead.
Okay.
How long has it been since we've been walking up the mountain?
Feels like 30 minutes.
Oh.
Ugh.
Could be an hour.
Oh God.
Concept of time is kind of
Blurred.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and send my owl ahead into come back once it finds like a cave or like an overhang cliff that doesn't have any snow under it or shelter.
Okay. So the first thing that your owl finds is, I'd say about 80 feet in the direction that you're going, because the snow is now like snow mixed in with the wind.
Mm-hmm.
It's now very difficult to see. I'd say you probably have about 30 feet of vision
Mm-hmm.
before it's just impossible. But your owl goes ahead and sees that there are two paths. There's one that appears to be in between the mountainside and this large rock-like structure. And then there's the outside, where you're between the rock-like structure and
And the cliff.
the cliff. So your owl comes back. You kind of see all of that.
It's gonna get even more fun.
Okay.
Okay. After a bit more of walking, you get into said fork in the road. What do you want to do?
Shall we float for it?
Can I try smelling again to see if there's the scent of wolves coming from either direction more strongly?
Sure.
I guess it's just a regular roll since I had. Jesus. 14.
14.
Mm.
You can smell it more coming from the outside, by the cliff.
I'm just gonna make it very obvious that I'm sniffing for something.
What is it, boy?
And I look at Tatiana. And I just kind of, glance or point to the way that I smelled wolves.
Which way?
Okay. If you want to go that way, we'll go that way.
Which way?
Virian seems to be indicating towards the outside of the mountain.
Okay.
You hear like a screech almost. Like a from like directly behind you.
Turning around, I see.
Turning around and readying Eldritch Blast.
Turning around, you see that blanket of black and gray dust kind of forms into a person of black and gray dust.
Oh.
A humanoid-like figure that is just moving particles of dust and ice. They don't have a face or any kind of features. You can just see arms, legs, body, like a shadow almost. It just starts running.
At us?
It just appears to be running in your direction.
Okay. I'm
gonna
ready. I'm ready
Eldritch
to
Blast, like
to hit it.
if it actually does attack.
I'm just like defensive stance.
Okay.
I'm gonna move out of the way and just be like, remember, probably don't want to touch it. The dust did not feel good from above.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stay out of its way.
Okay. It's running. As you guys kind of make your defensive stance, your stand, just kind of make sure not to touch any of you and run straight
Oh.
through you.
Which
and
way does it
runs
go?
Towards the inner path.
Fuck was that?
It gets about 10 feet in before it looks back, stops running, kind of looks back in your direction, and then keeps running.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thought.
Okay.
Do we want to follow it?
You don't hear anything.
No, other than the people in the party, does it catch anybody else? Because I think it has like a 30-foot radius.
It does not. Not in your 30 feet, no.
Okay.
Maybe that's the way we're supposed to go.
Actually, it does.
Oh.
You hear the thoughts of, like, something behind you. So it's like, I have to catch up. I hate snow.
Do I hear like an inner monologue?
Sounds like Luke.
Is it
Yes.
Loot? I just out loud. I'm just like, Loot's coming.
Okay.
My tail wags.
So, what will you guys be doing?
Waiting for loot.
Okay. Then, that is where we will take a quick break.
Hey, a little break. Quick break.
And catch up with that as soon as we get back. Okay. So, Loot has now caught up to all of you. You kind of see that the wind and snow is just pelting his small body and frame.
Aww.
And he is just trudging along. But he does make his way back. And you see them all waiting for you. But you also see that in this fork in the road, they're looking at the left side. You're not sure why.
Hey guys, did you forget about me?
No, you seemed like you were having a good time down there with everyone.
I mean, I was, but I have a good time with you guys too.
I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Are you, Val?
I mean, it's been a really boring hike without you. So,
It was quite a trudge to get up here. I would say I'm out of breath, but
Do you even feel cold?
it's cold. But
You know what? He can be in the front pushing us along.
I'm not a snowplow.
You are today.
Fine.
It is cold. You can feel it. So, what are you guys doing? Because as you get closer to the group and really join their ranks, you can see that there is this humanoid figure of like black and gray dust with pieces of ice, and it doesn't have a face. It's just kind of, it's telling you to come this way.
What's that?
we
Oh.
are up here on a test, so this could be something that Geian-Ki left to keep us going in the right direction.
Testing us to follow something that we assume is good.
What if the test is not to follow this?
I don't know.
I mean, I think we're on this test for you, so you decide.
It was,
I always do what I do for major life decisions. Just flip a coin.
Pick a number between 1 through 10.
8.
Run to the right.
Okay,
Boom.
here we
Easy.
go.
So we're not joining the cloud thing.
Yeah.
We are following the cloud.
As
I
you,
thought we went back.
as you start to walk towards the right, kind of still having.
The inside path.
I'm sorry.
That's the inside path, right?
No, I
No.
thought we turned around and the guy was on the inside path and we were on
Correct.
the outside, and he was going around, so he was going to the left, so we're not going with him by going to the right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
We're not following him if we go to the
Varian
right.
nods.
Okay, we're
That's the
following
way Varian wanted
Varian's
to go.
Okay, we're
nose.
following Geian's down.
And as you're heading towards the left, which is the side of the cliff, where this like large rock and piece of ice and all of it meets the cliff, you can kind of see that humanoid figure kind of running towards the base of the start of that path leading left, and it's just kind of looking over like, any change?
I'm still following the path, I guess. Not looking over the edge.
I mean, he was pointing this way.
I'll follow Varian if Varian keeps moving towards the wolves. If he's not moving.
I'm just sitting there looking at you all.
I'm gonna look at you. I'll follow you if you think we should go that way.
Follow your nose.
Worst case, we just come back and do it all again.
If we don't
I
follow.
don't think that's the worst case.
How could it get worse than that?
Okay. How far away from the split are we right now?
You're currently 5 feet in front of you. It's enough that you're more on the right side, and you can see as it starts to turn, and you see that corner. but you can also see portions of the left side as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go and walk past the little shadow man. Just kind of give him a weird look. Walk like 10 feet into the interior path and just listen for noise or anything that'd be telling about what might be down there. If it's nothing, then it's nothing.
Make a perception check.
15.
You can't quite make it out, but you hear voices. There's about 4 of them that you can make out. Like they sound like 4 distinct voices, but it's a bit difficult to hear what they're actually saying.
I'm gonna come back out to the group. There's a lot of snow, right?
There's a lot of snow.
Okay. I'm just gonna come out and use my paw to draw 4 stick people in the snow for the group.
Make a performance check.
Yeah. 11.
Okay, with your paw. It kind of looks like 4 stars with like balloons on top of them.
How was
Okay.
that?
Are you saying there's a party?
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep pointing at it with my paw.
Is it safe?
Maybe we should just follow the thing
That's what
that
it
wants
wants
us
you
to
do.
follow it. Yeah.
What if the test is simply just not to follow it?
Did we fail the test?
That would be a really weird test.
Don't be a follower, be a leader.
Ooh.
So we should get in front of him and then lead him.
Yes, that's exactly.
Just throw me. I'll get in front.
I mean, she did say all those things about running to our death, so what if that thing's death and we're just chasing it? I mean,
Someone clip that.
So we should run to our death?
So we're not gonna follow death?
He looks friendly enough. Yeah, he looks friendly enough.
Let's just take the outside path then?
I feel like we shouldn't follow it,
Okay.
but
Let's follow it.
All in favor of following it? Raise your hand.
I don't know.
Or paw.
Everybody's in this thing? Okay.
Kind of. In favor of not following it? Raise your hand or paw.
Alright, let's follow it.
That's even.
Wait.
You're the deciding vote, Val.
You know, I like stars and balloons.
Don't you have like an eagle thing that you can like fly ahead and figure things out?
Beer, did you hear something up ahead? Saw somebody out down that path.
Okay. As your owl is flying, you hear like a click sound, as if someone is like flipping a switch.
Yeah.
I need your owl to make a dexterity saving.
Oh god. Oh no. Poor.
10.
10? Okay.
Can I use a luck on my owl?
Yeah.
Hey.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, as you're flying forward, you hear this click sound, and your vision is lost.
Damn it. I'm trying to resummon my owl.
You cannot.
No.
Let's take the outside path.
Okay.
All right, outside path it
Take
is.
the outside path.
Which one's the outside path?
The
The
one
path to the right.
on the cliff.
Start nudging
We're
Loot
going along the
the way
cliff.
we're supposed to be going.
How big of a wolf are you?
I'm a dire wolf, so I'm like 5 foot tall or some crap like that.
Pretty damn big.
Do you have your, are you in wild shape? So like, is your armor on, or are you a polymorph?
I have the shape-shifting armor, so I guess I would have just. Does that show up on my form? So yeah, I'm
You're an armored wolf.
leather padded wolf.
Nice.
Follow-up question: does it come with a saddle?
I can.
He's exhausted.
Yeah, he is exhausted.
Luke does not know this concept.
Okay, so you guys are taking the outside path?
Yes.
Alright. Now, as you begin walking, you can see that the shadow figure basically looks and sees you going by. Who is the person at the end of the marching order?
Like in the back.
Yes.
I don't know if I would be so exhausted that I would be in the back.
Who's in the back?
Or it's Luke, because he just arrived.
I feel like I'm up with Varian. With Varian still leading the way down the path.
I will be.
You're in the back. You can see that it's like slowly from its feet to its calves and thighs and all the way up its body. It just starts to like disperse with the wind, and it gets taken. That's it. As you are all continually walking around the side, you see that there is no real end in sight. It like curves for such a long way, and you can see a little bit farther down that there's something moving on top of this ice structure that you guys are walking against. I would say you two notice that, and you as well.
Stopping and looking up. Wait, can I see what it is?
I'd say it kind of was moving out of you,
So it looks
but
like
you just saw
just kind of a
something.
shadow.
Yeah, you saw something move.
Varian, do you smell any more wolves around here?
I smell for wolves.
Okay, make a perception check with advantage. Actually, not with advantage. At regular.
21.
21.
Yes.
You do not right now.
Not wolves. Okay. Did everybody see there's something up there?
Huh.
I'm just concentrating behind us.
You guys don't see anything.
Keep moving on.
Are we walking on ground, or is it hard-packed snow with snow on top?
Hard packed snow with white snow on top.
Okay.
Like there's fresh snow on top of like packs.
How deep does the snow appear to be? I'm guessing.
Where you currently are walking, I'd say it is closer to mid-thigh on a 6-foot humanoid.
So,
On a 6 foot?
oh,
He's 3 feet.
Then be a
so
lot.
okay.
Up to
So
here.
that's my question. So
It's kinda just like-
so snow's here, and there's more snow underneath me when I'm walking through, or I'm walking on the ground and trudging through the snow.
It's really up to you. Like if you're trying to
I'm-
hop through it
No,
and
no,
then
no.
sinking down, or you're trying to trudge through. Either way,
Oh, I'm just trying
The-
to melt the snow as I
the
go.
amount of snow.
I'm going to attempt to melt the snow as I go and see if I just start to fall. Or
How are you melting the snow?
prestidigitation, I believe I can do with that.
Man, if it's really
Making-
that tall, both him and I would be under the snow.
How tall are you?
4'11".
I'd be able to big like chest.
Yeah, it's like
Can
A
can
foot.
we Legolas over the top of that bitch? Because we can run on water,
Technically, it's water.
and it's water.
Technically.
It's actually more solid than water.
That's
Technically.
true. Well, we can run across surfaces. Just that's what it says.
Horizontal or vertical,
Surfaces
and water.
and water.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Technically, it's not as solid as water.
It doesn't matter. We can run
How is
across.
it not as solid as water?
Because water is like a single form, whereas snow is like multiple.
Either way, it's a
Little.
surface.
Yeah.
It's a surface of snow.
Can you walk on?
Just saying.
We're not
Cotton candy.
limited to any surface. We just have the ability to also walk across or run across water.
Yeah.
It's a state of water.
I mean, it's technically ground, so I feel like that counts.
I don't know. It's,
I mean, it's not technically ground.
Because it is
Technically
I feel
snow.
like okay, I
The
feel
snow
like,
is on the
I feel
ground.
like you could.
I'm
walk
just
on
enjoying
it.
you guys arguing about this.
I feel like you guys
Or
could
just
walk on it
discussing it.
if you could walk on it with snowshoes, like the big like weird things.
The thing is, the snow is on the ground, and we can walk on ground.
Everybody can walk on ground.
Therefore, we should go ahead and across it.
I mean, technically, you are walking on the snow, just not on top of the snow.
Right.
We aren't on top of the snow?
No, you-
I'm thinking
I mean,
more,
you're on top of snow, some
more
snow.
the light-footed skimming that we're able to do on water. It seems like we might be able to do on snow.
But my question: can I
I would
melt
say
snow?
you guys are currently walking through the snow, and if you could find a way to get on top of the snow while moving at a running speed, I would allow it.
Okay.
You have to
I
keep running. Though.
run up the cliff and then run back down. And
Cliff has snow
stay
and
on
ice
top
on
of
it
the
as
snow.
well.
Yeah, but I can
So
run
we
up
have
any
acrobatics?
vertical
You
circumstance
sure can.
or surface.
I'm just letting you know there's snow and ice, so it's not like just running up a regular wall.
Yep.
You can do it though.
You can certainly try.
I'm just letting you know.
You can do it.
Don't worry, there's nothing like.
I would
below
do
us.
it, but
I
I feel like
mean-
I'm already exhausted.
I lay down.
Can you just levitate? You want me to just like tie a rope
Yeah,
around you and
can
pull you?
levitate, yeah.
I can levitate.
What is ground?
I levitate out of the snow.
I'm gonna lay down
Boop.
and look at Tatiana. Like, you need a boost. I'm 5 foot tall.
Okay, I'll run up his back and then
And then I'll just stand
keep
so that I'm more or less level with the
keep
snow.
Legolasing on top of the snow. You know that scene when they're on
No.
the
I don't. I'm sorry.
Remember, he's only
the
seen
first
one.
movie.
We gotta get through the other one.
That was on in one. Yeah.
Anyways,
Can I melt snow?
so you can do that, but you would just be at a running pace. So you would just be.
Way ahead of us.
So I'm just gonna sort of run ahead, and while they're still in sight, I'm gonna stop and look behind and wait, and just to kind of conserve my energy and freezingness because of the snow is so cold.
Okay. As soon as you wait and stop, you kind of sink into the snow. But you do make it 50 feet.
Okay.
So that is your speed.
Do I
So
look?
you're in front of them by 50 feet.
Do I look more like the icicle wolves that I had seen at the top of the sunken into the snow?
You look. No.
No.
And you have two like snow boot like barks on your back.
And just a stack of snow on my snout because I just laid down in it.
Your fur's definitely picking up a lot of that snow. Okay. So you guys are continuing walking.
So can I melt snow?
Huh?
Can I melt snow?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I'm gonna melt it as I go, so I can not be under the snow.
I would say that at the pace that you're trying to melt it.
Okay, then I'll just try to climb on top of Viren,
Okay.
if he allows it.
Yeah. Like it's a small flame, if anything.
I laid down again.
Thanks, Viren.
Just after you did the little shake to
Yeah.
get stuff off, you
I-
lay back down.
I clean you back. Once I get on, I keep cleaning you off with prestidigitation, so you're good.
Oh, nice.
Slightly warmer.
I approve.
Okay. You're currently floating, correct?
Yes, to get above the snow so that I could do the same thing and go across.
Can't you just stay levitating?
I can't float this way, can I? I thought I only could float up or down.
Throw a rope at you and we'll pull you.
Parasailing.
I mean, it's levitate. I mean, you should be able to walk with it, I think.
I think you can move any direction 20 feet.
Yeah, she just might be a little bit slower than us.
I don't know. It says
Actually,
while
I'm
you wear
faster
these
than us.
boots,
Oh,
so I
that's true.
guess
They-
they're
40 feet of
levitation
snow.
boot. Well, oh, it's a necklace, but it says while you wear these boots. That's confusing.
The boots are around here.
Yeah, it's a necklace with little booties.
I mean, can I move this way while floating? I guess my impression was always that it was only up or down.
I'll look it up later, but ruling for now is you can move 20 feet in any direction.
Well, then I will continue.
Per 6 seconds.
I will continue to go forward every 20 seconds, but slightly up to counteract the falling of the 6 seconds. So I go like this.
You're just kind of continuously moving. It's just at a slow pace.
A slow pace?
At a 20 foot pace.
So your normal speed would be like probably like 50 or whatever it is for you.
Okay, I just wanted to like run across.
You're probably the same speed as us though, since we're trudging through snow.
Yeah.
Well, for above the snow.
You are above the snow. We are not.
Right, but I can at least catch up to Tatiana.
Fair.
Yeah.
Because my movement speed is
I'm
55.
hanging out anyway.
Yeah, she's just kind of in
I'm
the
just running
snow.
and waiting and running and waiting because it's warmer.
That's what I want to do.
Adrenaline.
Mhm. All right.
I'd rather just get there as soon as possible because I'm tired.
So she kind of catches up with you. You guys are both doing this system of like trying to hop out and get your feet moving and get on top of it and start running and then sink down and then get ready to do it again.
Well, I would just be floating up each time.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Show off.
I'm
So as you're trying, you see her-
She's
she
just like, boop. And I'm like,
can I like hold her hands and like pull her up each time? I mean, if
Sure.
I'm like with her, because that would be easier.
all right.
I just like.
So we're
pull
making boss time now. Like we're going quick. We have a system at this point, and I'm just trying to make sure we don't get too far ahead of everybody.
It's actually very efficient, and you're like about 100 feet in front of them at this point.
Okay.
Do you want to keep going?
I don't ever want them to be out of sight. So given that we're like kind of curving around a mountain, as soon as I can't see the group behind me, I want to stop.
Then that is that point right now.
Great.
You
Enjoying your falling in the
You
snow.
can barely just see them.
And I'll just wait for them to get close. I'll start running again.
Okay. I'm going to need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, 20.
Wow, look at that.
Oh wait, we have disadvantage, right?
Just on ability checks, not on saves.
Well, it would have been the same roll anyways.
What you got?
I got 12.
Same. Also 12.
Okay.
You probably have 2 points of exhaustion now.
A really rough breeze comes by, and this one is just filled with sharp pieces of ice that are coming off of this rock structure next to you. If you passed, you're going to take 5 points of cold damage. Everyone else is going to take 10.
Yeesh.
Who passed?
Yikes.
Those 2 passed.
That's fine, I will take that.
And how many? I'm sorry. How many points was that?
Can I have
10.
10 points of cold damage. Huh?
Can I have it?
So you take-
3?
Yeah.
Round up, round down.
Usually around
You take-
Okay.
up.
Take 3.
Okay, so now that was cold. The rest of it's fine, but that on the other hand was a bit chilly.
Because all I hear from him is,
I'm on top of the wolf.
It's like, oh,
Oh,
sorry.
Marianne.
He like activates his windshield wipers.
I just love the image of like there's like a tiny little shiny head poking out of the snow.
Very disgruntled. Very
Just his
underneath.
hat is like
White.
floating on top.
I'm keeping him clean and entertained. I'm playing the little tune. I was when you were in. I was like, ba-da-ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-da-dum.
This is why I wanted you on the mountain with us. This is why Tatiana missed
And then he
you.
started floating, so now I'm just like, oh.
Okay. As you guys continue your run, float, levitation combo,
Yes.
I would like for the two of you to make dexterity saves.
So this one I have disadvantage.
No,
Fuck!
you don't.
No.
Why am I rolling like this?
You said save?
A save.
Oh. An
Ugh.
18 this time. Cool beans.
What you guys have?
11.
Oof.
Ugh,
Okay. So
I'm done with you.
as you're both running, you levitate, and you see that the side of the mountain, portion of it that is closest to the ground, it just like separates itself from the wall and starts to push out. Tatiana, you're gonna take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. But you have evasion, right?
I do.
So you would take half that.
I have my ring of acrobatics.
Wow.
So I can just use it to decide to pass.
Okay.
So just kidding, I passed.
So I mean, as it's coming out, you kind of grab it and flip off of it and get on top. You can see that all of the snow, just like a snow blower or a snow car. What are those called?
Snowplow?
A snow plow.
You're from New York.
I also said that word like 15 minutes ago.
So like a snow plow, just you can see as it retracts back into the wall,
Ooh.
the ice and snow has just been pushed off as it's now just tumbling down
Oh,
the
shit.
mountain.
Wow.
Thank you,
Glad
Fancy.
that wasn't me. I watched the snow fall
As
down
there's
and
this
imagine.
just empty block of space.
Glad I have this ring.
Now, do we hear that? What does it sound like in the distance? Because they're like, what, 100 feet ahead of us?
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
Interesting.
Interesting snow
That's a
sound.
good sound.
It's a scraping sound really against the rock and ice. So
It's worth making our way up there.
the rest of you catch up. I suppose you guys are. What were you guys doing after that?
I think we can wait so we can let them know that there's a thing that pops out of the wall there.
Okay. So as you guys get closer, they inform you of that. What are you doing?
Did it pop out while you guys were waiting?
You did not. You're currently on one side. You see the empty space, and you see the side that they're on.
How far is the space? Like, could they jump over it?
It's about 8 feet.
I want to actually look around the area and see if I can see where the trigger is. If there's like a pressure plate or like something in the rock wall or what have you.
Just make an investigation check.
While she's looking for that, I'm looking for like actual markings to see if there's anything. Does this appear to be man-made? Like something recently created? Sorry, let me specify. Are there any markings of any language that I would recognize?
Just give me a history check.
Oh.
What do I say?
I'm gonna try to smell
Oh.
something that smells like a button of some sort.
You found it.
I
It was
rolled
cheese.
a 9 on investigation, so I'm guessing I don't see much.
Very difficult.
Yeah, I rolled like an 11.
Can't see much, just because of how much
It's
snow and
covered
wind
in
was
snow
there.
and ice.
You rolled a what?
11.
11. You have actually heard stories about the deadly peaks of the Misty Mountain. The most common story is of heroes trying to brave the mountains and feeling like the Misty Mountains had a like a sentience.
They do say the mountain is alive, so.
Can I ask if we can pass?
Hey, mountain, can we pass?
You just hear the blowing wind.
I think the wind said yes.
Thinking back,
By all means.
thinking back to the wolf that we saw being thrown off. Does this kind of seem like the situation that was happening? Saw the wolf get flung off the mountain.
With the speed of how this was coming out and the sound of like how fast that sounded, it sounds like two completely different things.
Okay.
Like the wolf was
Yeeted off the mountain.
basically he was yoked off the mountain.
How big is this area? I think you already said that, but I missed it.
Eight
The
feet
area that was
across.
cleared. 8 what?
Oh,
8 feet across.
Oh, okay.
8 feet across.
And how fast did it retract?
It's about 4 feet, 4 feet wide. Like is the path that you guys are going along.
4 feet wide. How fast did it go out when you guys saw it push the snow off?
I'm just gonna toss some snow in front of it. See if it triggers.
Some snow. It just kind of mixes in with the rest of the snow that's beginning to form in that space. It was fast enough that if you were caught off guard, you're going to be at the bottom of this mountain, but not fast enough that like it would yeet a wolf and have it
I mean,
blasting off
I
again.
didn't expect it to happen, but once I was aware of what was happening, I was able to jump on top of it. So it's not like instant
Sweet.
death.
So you think you could, if it does trigger when we're passing, you think we would be able to just run past it in time? It's only 8 feet. I mean, it's not,
Possibly.
so it's not that far.
I was gonna go ahead and clear a little tunnel up to the point, and then back up, and then just run full speed, try to go past it.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Do I believe he's going to do this? Because I'm still on him.
I backed up, and I did a little wiggle
Okay.
before I started
Good,
running.
yeah. Okay, and then I hold on tight. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Huh? Oh yeah. Wait. Is this? You said a
Acrobatics.
check, or is, so that is disadvantage. All right then. Natural one.
Oh,
Knew it. How did I know?
Okay.
God damn it.
Dang it, I should have given you some bardic help. Too late now.
Okay. As you're running. At some point, there's like a slippery sheet of ice. And as you try to jump, your left leg just like goes in on itself. You end up falling this way.
And I do the little like flop that dogs try to do when they're trying to get back up, but they keep sliding.
And you can see this thing just coming out again.
Okay.
I'm gonna need both of you to make dexterity saves. Yours is gonna be at a
What does
disadvantage.
the thing coming out of the mouth look like?
Think
Snow?
Wait, I thought you said saves weren't at disadvantage.
Well, I'm
this
on the
one
ground.
because he's on the ground.
Is mine a disadvantage?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
20 not natural.
20 not natural.
Can I, since it's, never mind. If it was, never mind.
What?
I was gonna try to, well, if it was a nat 20, then I could sway my way through it. But I want to try, if I am passing with a 20 not natural, I would like to try to grab Virion.
Okay.
Good luck.
He's a dire wolf.
I still have a decent amount of weight to me just because I'm small. Like
It's true.
200 or something like that.
Okay.
Compact.
Then I will say that if you are trying to do that, you manage to kind of like run and catch yourself. You do get hit by it, but you kind of dive into the snow on the other side and reach over and try and grab him. Make an athletics check. Okay.
What did we do to these dice before we played tonight, Jordan?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't roll any better.
So, first, you're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage
Ouch.
from it hitting you.
Ouch.
You are as well.
Okay.
And you cannot grab him.
No!
And as you are trying to grab hold of him, you realize that it is bringing you along too. So you let him go.
Oh no!
That's terrible. Oh.
You begin falling
Oh no!
down this icy.
Wait, like tumbling down or like just in the air, just like, oh, this is happening.
I polymorph into a giant eagle.
You are being pushed and you're falling down the mountain.
Oh,
And like, yeah.
Actually, no, I don't, because he can do the exact same thing.
Not like off a cliff.
Like off a cliff. Like he's falling off the cliff right now.
I feel like that would have happened even if you didn't try to help.
Yeah, because I rolled 2 now ones in a row.
So-
What? Oh, okay.
As you're going down, you're going to hit what appears to be like a just jagged like piece of rock.
Oh god!
No.
And as the base of your stomach hits that, you're going to take 17 points of piercing damage.
Wolf pupper.
Type it in the box.
Mm.
Press the minus.
You type in the box and you press damage.
Yeah.
How far down is he when he falls?
He's currently still falling.
I was gonna
He's about 15 feet
Ah.
down.
Okay.
go ahead and change into something that can fly.
What do you want to change into?
Eagle.
Okay.
Especially since it just broke wild shape, so
Yeah.
just hit the rock.
So you guys just kind of see him tumbling. He hits this rock and like bounces off of the side. Turns into Virion. It's gonna, and then turns into an eagle and starts
God.
flying up.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Owie.
No big deal.
So are you up here as an eagle now?
Yeah, I guess I'll just go up and hover.
Okay. You're now flying on the side of them. And what do you want to do?
Just ready to go forward. I mean,
When the plow came out, was it like a whole sheet of stone or whatever material, or did it look like something behind it was pushing it?
Think of it as part of the wall that's just being pushed out
Okay.
and being retracted. Same speed every time.
Your turn.
How big? How long? Like how big is the plow?
8 feet.
Okay, so it's like that whole section
Yeah.
pushed out. Oh, okay.
Like it's all just part of the wall.
Did it come out fast or slow?
Like a medium speed.
Okay. I'm gonna step my foot in front of where it initially starts and see if it triggers,
It does.
and then I'm gonna jump on top of it and try and run across it as it's coming out.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
22.
Easy enough. It's a little slippery up there, but you run across and hop down next to the rest of them.
And then I'm gonna shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you show it.
Avalanche. You like shoot it and parts of the snow and a little bit of the rock comes off and just goes into that 8-foot space. Nothing really else happens.
You showed it.
Yeah.
You guys gonna continue?
Yep.
Sorry, Virion.
Scroll.
Okay. So you continue going around this long path you notice, Sumiko, that there seem to be some kind of markings that are obscured by the snow. They are on the wall, like the inner wall that your left side is against.
Can I like clear off the snow and then like try and step back to look at it? See
Sure.
if I can read it.
So it takes you about a minute, which is fine because with you running faster and them catching up. Do this. You see that it appears to be what looks like an hourglass on one end of a scale, and the other end it just looks like a piece of platinum.
Like a picture of a platinum?
Like an ingot of platinum.
On which side, the left or right?
I'm sorry, on the right side of the scale.
And then is it tipping in a certain direction?
No.
It's just even?
But these are all markings on the side of the.
It's a picture of an ingot. It's not actual like metal in the
No.
wall. Okay.
And is
Got my
that the only
pickaxe.
thing?
That's the only thing.
Have I seen anything like that before?
Give me a religion check.
Ooh.
Do I have disadvantage on
Yes.
that? Oh, wait. 7. Because I have a +4.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. You don't quite know what this is, but kind of looking at it and looking at the scale and time and the platinum, you think it might have something to do with Bahamut.
Of course, Varian's an eagle right now.
Squirrel.
You guys all kind of see, and she's looking at this thing, like she spent time, cleaning it off. She's looking at it, just staring at it.
Hover near it.
Hey, Varian, you said you were a believer of Bahamut earlier. This reminds me of him. Does it stand out to you? Call once for a yes, call twice for a no.
So does it remind me of him?
It reminds me of him. I don't know if you know what it means.
Oh.
I don't know if this is important or not, but I
Like
guess
Does it mean anything to Eagle Varian?
I'm gonna keep an eye out for more symbols on the way.
In my 170 years, have I ever seen anything like it?
Such an old man.
We're young.
I would say that you would probably come to the same conclusion, but you've never seen anything like it.
I'm just gonna be keeping my eye out for more of them.
How high is it above the snow?
At this point, it hasn't actually grown that much.
The symbol itself.
Oh, the symbol itself.
Yeah.
Say it's about eye level with Sumiko.
Sweet. I can't see it.
Is there any writing on it?
No,
Unless
it's just the symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing.
Yes.
Who's in front now?
I assume
Sumiko.
Sumiko.
Well, are you guys still doing your run hop thing?
Yep.
So who's in front?
Still avoiding
Cause
the cold.
Because I can't see anything.
So it's
I'm
the
back,
two of us then up front.
Yeah.
We're still doing that.
I'm just staying mid and looking out for anybody who
I mean, we
balls.
should be in front anyways.
Okay.
If there's stuff falling, we can dodge it more easily.
I want to
Mhm.
turn around from the tracks or from the where we just came, and kind of put my hand in the snow and fire Eldritch Blast behind me to see if it blows out any of the snow.
To see if
If it like creates like a path.
well, as you do it, it definitely gets pretty deep. You'd have to do it at least like 4 times per 5 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to move forward 5 inches, you'd have to do it like continuously.
Yeah.
I'll be following behind you now then.
Okay.
Since I'm no
You
longer...
could do that though, if you really wanted to. It might just take a little longer.
Yeah, we'll be alright. I can see.
Okay.
I can't.
And I mean, you're just following my truds.
Don't lead me off the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are walking, I'm going to need loot to make a dex save.
15.
15. You feel a slight rumble underneath your right foot
Okay.
as you're walking, and you kind of lift your foot out of the way, and you see that there are these like teeth that come up, and
Boy, what?
almost like a bear trap.
What?
Like try and trap your foot as it then sinks back into the snow,
Nope.
and you see snow coming down that kind of just like fills the spaces.
Okay, look like stone or like metallic?
It looked like a creature. Like it
Like teeth.
looked like teeth.
Okay.
Black gums at the bottom.
So can we assume that we just heard Lou go, woo?
Now we heard.
Yeah. So through the stone, yeah, there's some creature that just tried to bite my foot. I have no idea what that was. Came out of the ground.
Okay, I'm literally gonna like run in place to avoid sinking down into the snow now. I'm like,
That's how it works.
I'm just keeping my feet moving.
Just running in a circle.
I'm running around in a circle, like, fuck that.
So when I was looking at it,
Just
it
keep
appeared
moving.
to come out of the ground or out of the snow.
Out of the ground.
Okay.
Because he's making a path.
Right.
So it came out of like the sheet of ice underneath.
Did it like looking?
That
Would
was
how well did I see it? Did I see it as like? Did it look like? Basically, my
Well
question.
enough that it looks like teeth with black gums.
Okay.
underneath.
Did it appear to like just be like sliding through the ice, or was it like drilling through the ice?
It was a quick.
Like did it look like it was phasing through the ice? That's my question.
No.
Okay.
There was a sound, a crunch involved in the ice breaking.
When it retracted, did it leave a hole?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
That was filling with snow.
Sweet.
Small teeth, about the size of your foot.
Perfect.
Like the big jaw. It's about the size of your foot. So it's not like monstrous size.
Right. But still, it appeared to be a creature that drills through ice
I
or
guess.
something. Okay.
It is of the ice.
I mean, it caught you off guard.
I mean, ice is a solid substance, so I'm just wondering how it came through it, and if it's a creature, if it's similar to a creature that they encountered in the past. That's what I was trying to get to. So, carry on.
Okay.
The money creature, remember?
Well, shit.
So you continue walking. You finally see the end of this rock structure where there's just ground. And it appears to not be an incline, but it's continuously going around the corner. But at least there isn't, like, you kind of get more space from the cliff. And the cliffside isn't on your, like directly on your right side. Who is in the front? What is the marching order looking like right now?
We're
Still
still in
the
the
two
front.
of us.
And he's still an eagle,
Me,
like,
Lou.
along the side.
So the eagle's probably in between us.
I'm in the middle of the group
Yeah.
looking for people to fall.
You
That's
want
nice
us to
of
fall?
you.
I'm just like, if it happens, hopefully I can get you.
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we'll find out. So as soon as this starts to like open up again, Tatiana, on your left hand side, as you're like running in place, circles, whatever you're doing.
Staying on top of the snow, man. Whatever I have to do.
You see another symbol that is on the wall. This one really isn't obscured as much, but portions of it are scratched off.
Ooh.
You can see a picture of a large man with waves like under his feet and his legs, waves of water. And you can also see like wind currents that are going through his torso, his back, and his hair. He has two hands outstretched, and you can see that there are a lot of smaller people that are looking up in fear.
And it looks like, does it look like a human? Does it look like a dragon?
They all look
The humanoid?
humanoid-like.
Well, not humanoid, but like a human.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Sumiko.
Either human or elf.
Okay. Does this look Bahamut to you too?
Does it look
I'm
Bahamut to
not
me?
very.
No.
I don't know a lot about your religion, but
Not
it
really.
looks religious, right? Like it looks like
Maybe.
they're worshiping him or something.
Do you want to make a religion check?
Sure.
I mean, can I also check? I don't really know if I would know or not.
Yeah. Can we make religion checks?
Sure.
10.
Just edge.
8 or 9. Sorry. I have a disadvantage. If I didn't have disadvantage,
Aw,
then it would be
That sucks.
much higher.
So is it just you that's exhausted?
No.
No, the both of
I just
us.
don't know a lot of information about this specific thing, but based on the water and air, you think that it could be the god Welont, who's the god of weather and air.
Okay.
So it could be something related to that.
Interesting. So different religious symbols that don't seem to be related to each other.
Not that I know of.
I'm just gonna kind of log that away and keep moving.
Okay. Additionally, you can see a humanoid body that is kind of buried in the snow.
Ugh.
Its legs are currently just hanging out of the snow. You can just see like feet.
Oh my god! I'm gonna start trying to dig them out.
Okay.
Oh. Is it a corpse? Is it dead? I'm just trying to get at them
Oh,
to see.
Well, they are extremely cold.
Okay. I'm checking their face and trying to pull them out of the snow and see.
All right. So as you pull them out, you can see that their veins are blue and they're visible through their skin, and they're like slightly pulsing.
Okay, so they're alive. Pulling out a healing potion, pouring it down their mouth. Hello, are you okay? Slapping them on the face.
Roll the healing. 2d4
Which is
plus 2.
okay. Ah. 5.
5. Okay. Okay. As you're kind of pouring this down, you see that they're not drinking it. Like, it's just pouring down their face.
It's not going down their throat?
No, it's just pouring down their face. And you can just see that they kind of, like, the eyes don't move. They're just looking forward. And they look cold and dead.
But I can, like, feel a pulse?
You can
Something's pulsing.
You can
If I feel for a
see
pulse.
the veins.
If I feel for a
pulsing.
pulse, do I feel it?
You do not,
Hmm?
but you can see the blue veins.
The blue was pulsing inside the vein.
Yeah, like the blue is just pulsing.
Oh,
in
like
and
a
out.
color.
Yeah.
Okay, not like blood moving.
No.
Should probably leave that. So Miko,
Have we caught up yet?
this person, like, something is happening. Are you
Okay.
sure there's nothing we can do to help?
Can I do a medicine check to see if I can tell what happened?
Sure.
Do I know anything about the image? The second image they found? What'd you say, weather and air?
You can make a religion check.
Oh, that would have been nice. Medicine. I just dropped my die into the net 20. But I only rolled a 13.
On your medicine check.
Yes.
What are you looking for?
Just to see what caused what is going on. And if they are, just see
Dead.
what caused. And to verify it's dead.
So, looking at this body, by all means and accounts, they appear dead. So, why their veins are pulsing, you're not sure.
Can I tell what looks like killed it? Or does it look like it just like froze?
Yeah, it doesn't have any marks or anything on its body.
I am going to, kicks and giggles, slowly warm the body, the fluid of the body up, 1 cubic foot at a time. I can warm water.
Okay.
Fucking weird.
There's only so much I can do.
17.
60% of the body's water,
Okay. Well,
so 40% will be frozen.
And I'm looking more from a reference of like when I was sailing and stuff like that.
one of the stories that Salty Resoltooth told you about, specifically on one of your ventures that led you towards the top of Santil, towards Arenthia, past the Misty Mountains. He told you about a story about how the Misty Mountains were not always cold and frigid until after the Battle of Sivilis.
Battle of Sivilis.
Yes. This is a battle that is usually talked about in most religions. This is a battle where the gods, having been banished from the material plane, decided to give their powers to an individual champion.
To one single person?
Each god
Okay.
to one champion. And each of those champions fought to the death to basically gain ownership of the material plane for their god. The person's god and their champion would then rule the material plane and shape it in their image. Of which Farragar, the mighty hero Farragar, was the one that won that battle.
Who's Farragar's god?
That you don't know.
Jenny is just asking. But, okay.
Hmm?
But, like,
Still
he
don't know.
doesn't know either. I was just wondering lore-wise, not like Tatiana would know.
His god is actually a dead god. He's not living anymore.
Dead guy.
Okay. Just curious.
We can talk. We can talk more
Pretty
about it
shitty.
later.
Okay.
God.
Sorry, this is just a cool story.
So, Welland, after the Battle of Sivilis, he was angered by his followers who betrayed him by trading secrets with the god of knowledge, Arian.
How do you spell that?
Aureon.
Oh yeah, the coin. Yeah, okay. Ah, okay.
Yes, his followers sought to gain the secrets to help Welland win the war. But Warlock saw it as a betrayal. And he took out his wrath on them and punished his followers by turning this land of like, you know, what used to be a place where you could grow crops, a place where you could actually, like, forests grew there, and he made this whole portion into what it is now. That's what you remember.
I'll save that for story time.
All right. What are you else doing? People who are around the body.
He's warming up the body's blood.
Okay.
It's not creepy.
With
it's
that
sort of,
crazy face.
sort of figure out why its blood's and see if it reacts when I warm it up.
Does not react.
Does
Dang.
it keep pulsing?
Yes.
And
Alright.
it stays blue?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut into it.
His veins.
Oh god! I back up.
What are you doing?
I'm just watching right now.
How far away?
I mean, I thought we were all. or at
She's
least
right there with
I
me.
should be with Tatiana.
Okay. What are you doing?
Hovering on the cliff side. I'm hovering on the cliff side, just watching what they're doing.
Before he stabs into it, would it be a medicine or history check to see if, like, I think this would be some kind of disease? Why his veins are pulsing?
That would be a medicine check.
Nope. Can I?
Sure.
Oh, that was really bad. I think my medicine's a 2, so 6. So.
As you're kind of looking closer, you can see that it's pulsing even faster,
Oh god.
and you can see that its head like turns towards
Oh no!
I'm grabbing him and throwing him down.
towards you.
Oh.
You're stabbing it.
Okay, I'll stab it. I didn't know it was moving it already.
It didn't,
I'm saying this is all happening at the same time.
it's the reaction to you trying to stab it.
Okay.
So it turns its head towards you, kind of.
Oh, I don't like that.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
I'm tossing it off the mountain at this point.
Yeah, let's throw him off the mountain.
As you
I'm gonna
stab
get.
into it.
I actually think I'm pretty startled by the corpse that I had just been like, oh, I guess it's dead. Like turning its head and growling at me, so I'm actually just gonna back away very quickly.
Okay.
I do say good morning.
You're throwing it off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm just like at this point, like if I would have like, because I wasn't like stabbing it, I was like gonna like cut it to see if like it bled or anything like that. And as soon as it started moving, I was just gonna roll that motherfucker right off.
Nope. Big old nope.
Just kind of use your strength and chuck it. And Virion kind of has to fly out of the way. You threw a body at him.
I just kind of look like that.
You see it, just smacks against the sides of the mountain until it's out of sight.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well, hope it wasn't, like, actually alive.
Well, we should have said something.
I mean, he tried.
I don't know. Seemed more growly than
Oh,
friendly.
maybe it's because I was warming him up. His vocal cords were still, like, figuring themselves out.
Oh, well.
I just
So
start
help me,
walking.
You guys just murdered someone and we're just walking?
You're not a doctor.
Would be the first time.
I mean, he wasn't alive. We haven't necessarily, had the best luck with the living dead.
I hear they're nothing but wonderful. I hear they make great tea.
Stick with us, and I'm sure you'll learn
Can
more
we,
about
push
them.
Luke back into the snow?
I mean, I'm already in
Easily.
this.
Well, Luke, go see if he's okay.
I mean, I am in the snow.
You could easily push Luke into the snow. It's a matter of just pushing him forward. Okay.
Then you get, like, extend the boots.
To run this corner, you now have the choice of continuing forward or moving towards the left, as you now see that there is the mouth of a cave.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep moving up towards the top because the goal is the peak.
Correct.
So that's what I'm
What
gonna
if the
say.
peak is in the mountain, the cave?
What if it's a short guy?
It could be.
Hey, bird guy. Where's that path go? Squawk once if it's bad when you come back.
I'll come by.
Don't die.
Fly by Val. And snatch him. Just take him up.
I'm just like, I asked for this.
I'll start flying around the mountain, following the path, just like really quick.
There we go. This time that way you don't have to describe it. Like it. You
Okay.
have to try to draw these claws.
As you are going around, you can see that there's some kind of like large creature that has been, it's like sleeping, and its back is against the wall on that outer
On the outer way.
on that outer path. It looks like it's been there for a while because there is just piles of snow that is packed on top of it.
Yeah.
It kind of looks similar to some of the giants that you've fought before, in just like its stance and
Does it look like it's breathing?
yeah, looks like it's breathing.
Oh, okay.
But the pathway is, it's steadily going up.
The giant is sitting in the pathway.
He's just sleeping, but it looks like he's blocking the pathway. Like you'd have to. He's there.
Is the pathway big enough for him to just drop people off in front of the giant? Like past him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I see the top of the mountain from where we're at?
You can see 30 feet in front of your face.
I don't know if keen sight changes anything. It just says I have advantage on sights or sight checks.
If you wanted to see past that, I would let you make a perception check for it.
Okay, I'll do that.
But you'd really have to focus and try your best to see.
I just want to glance up and look, see if I can see. I'm looking for the top of the mountain, pretty much.
Okay.
Or the continuation of the path, like way up high.
With your keen sight, I would say that you can see up to a maximum of about 50 feet as opposed to the 30.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to make that perception check, you can.
Sure. We'll see what happens.
You have regular though.
Do what? Yeah, I know. A regular roll. 20.
20? Okay. On another ledge, as you look up, you can see that there is that same black wolf with the silver piercing eyes that is staring at you.
Still have the bronze eyes. That's the eagle.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a call on it. I don't know. Does Val want me to just take him?
You're holding on to me, so whatever you're doing, I'm along for the ride.
How long did it take us to get to where the giant was from the group?
With flying, about 2 minutes.
Oh. I'm just gonna drop him along. I'm just gonna fly out like 120 feet away from the mountain. There's no ground, just.
Oh god!
Go ahead and make a dex save.
Thank you.
I actually meant death save, not dex save.
How thick is the snow that way, though?
I'm gonna fly around the curve of the mountain, out of sight of the giant.
Oh, as we're seeing that, I'm just telling the group that we see a sleeping giant.
Oh, wait, outside of a mile
So
range.
we're creeping along in that direction, but
Okay. So you guys are passing by the cave, and you're gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I guess yeah.
Is 2 minutes of eagle flight outside of 1 mile?
No,
Okay.
because it's curving. So I would say it's
Well,
you're still within range.
our range goes vertically too, so I didn't know if he was just
I know.
like. shot up like a mile in the air.
I'm just gonna fly around the curvature of the mountain until in front of the giant until it's out of sight, and then let Val go right there on the ledge, like on the path,
Past the giant. Okay.
and then I'll fly it back for
And I'll tell everybody Varian's coming back to grab you.
something else.
I'm gonna float so that I can like maybe like hold on, but he doesn't have to like carry me. So that two of us can maybe go, or all
Well-
three of us.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
He can do 2 on his back and 1 in his claws, can he? Haven't
Well,
we
I
done
think
that before?
it's a strength thing. I don't think it was a.
well, that's why I was saying he
Placement.
wouldn't need strength. It'd be
Gotcha.
more of me just like holding on to him so that I'm being like hold.
Or we can
I'm floating
A
myself.
couple of trips too.
Is what I was saying I could do. I could
You don't just turn into a balloon though.
I'm levitating. What I mean, how else does that work? Is that not how levitate works? No. Why?
Because it's moving you into like a specific like space in air. It's not like reducing your weight.
I only weigh 92 pounds.
92 pounds.
Well, 92 pounds floating in the air.
Just a little.
You're so much more heavier than I am.
I
You're
am.
double my weight.
Made of slate.
I'm gonna,
So what do you
I'm gonna
what do you
fly
do?
back and land and pick the monks up.
Okay.
They are probably collectively lighter than a lute and a monk.
Okay.
And then I'll fly back to Val and drop them off. And then I'll go back to the lute.
Varian whine to try and warm you.
Go back for him.
Can you find me?
Come on around.
Like I keep jumping in the air above the snow.
As you place loot down, it appears that the giant is still sleeping. Or it appears that this creature is still sleeping.
Okay, well, we're just trying to walk past it and not get in a fight with it.
Well, we're
I
already
would say-
past.
Yeah, we were past its line of sight, so we keep moving.
Okay.
Are we still walking through snow, or are we like on a ledge now?
You're still walking through snow. So much snow.
I don't know, I'm just gonna fly. I'm gonna fly up and see how far the peak is, or where it levels off.
Okay. It takes you flying straight up about 3 minutes.
Dude.
And it's just that's where we're trying to get. Is the top.
Correct.
Tippity top.
You can see that there is.
Sheep.
You can see that there. Where the peak is, you can see that it's not like 2 sides that meet. It's one side that has a whole open area at the top. You can see that there's a huge amount of mist that is pouring out of that area.
I don't see any creatures or anything like
You can make a perception check.
that. Okay.
I'll do that.
But the higher that you're getting, like
The mistier.
the mistier it's getting, and the more difficult it is to see.
Okay. So is it gonna be with disadvantage because of how misty it is, or
It's gonna be a disadvantage because you're exhausted.
okay? So then it's just regular still. With the key sign. Oh. 19.
You can see the green shimmer
In the middle of the mist.
in the middle of the mist, but you cannot see any creatures or anything.
That was really epic in my head.
And,
Can see it.
Okay, I'll just take note of where that is, and go back down to the group.
Okay.
No, when he left, did we see him flying straight up?
Yes.
Did you find the peak? I guess I'm like,
Oh.
Once? Yeah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
The stone works for him when he's in eagle form? Can he hear it?
I would say that the magic is still there.
I can hear you guys. I just can't
Speak.
think back to
Yeah, you can't respond.
Gotcha.
Can you carry us all up?
Ah.
That was a very.
Was it a cautious cop?
Like, Luke,
Very
can you turn into a
cautious.
bird?
I can. So we could fly all of us up at once.
Beat this, because I'm freezing.
You are? That's
Luke,
it.
turn into a bird.
Hi!
Let me get a Constitution save from everyone, please.
Come on.
I don't like my die.
I don't either.
What'd you get?
13.
15.
17.
4.
15.
Okay. Everyone but you gains a point of exhaustion.
Really?
But I can't get exhausted.
Ugh.
You're right.
So now I have 2
Hey!
points of exhaustion.
What does a point of exhaustion do?
You have disadvantage on ability checks.
What does 2 points of exhaustion do?
Your speed is halved.
Oh.
Great.
Mother.
Well, at least it's still like 30.
Oh, you're like a normal person now.
Where did I press that? Oh, it was under conditions.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Sad times. What happens if you get to 6 points of exhaustion?
You die.
Oh, God. Oh, it's a good thing I'm only at 2 out of 6.
Okay, so the
I'll get
eagles are gonna carry us to the summit now, right?
Yes.
I'm too tired.
That seems like. Oh, except you're super tired too now, right?
Hey, I'm tired. I'm only going to carry one person.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
it's going to be her.
I'll carry 2 then. So I'll carry both of you.
Okay.
So I guess I'll
You
change
say
into this.
before you change into an eagle.
I guess I'll change into an eagle now. I guess now I won't be under the snow. Is there like a is there any like clearing? Is there a clearing, or am I still just under the snow? Is there a clearing nearby that I see? Like a place where the snow's less deep.
No.
Cool. I'm just gonna turn into an eagle and then like
Poof.
and blow the snow everywhere.
Okay.
Alright, and I nod my head for you guys to get on.
Climb on his back, and pet his feathers.
And then
Stab.
I shake my back a little bit to make sure it's secure, and then I waddle over to the edge and fall, and then soar back on. I can't flap
like-
my wings in the snow.
All right.
He's a little
Who
march.
is where?
Where on?
Loot and some goes up here.
Okay. So you guys are flying up. I would like for 1, 2, and 3 to make perception checks.
My goodness.
21.
This is with disadvantage, remember.
With disadvantage, I rolled a nat 1, but I have a 9 modifier, so I feel like it should be a 10.
Make that a 10.
Hey!
I can't roll above a 4. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
I'm sorry. So,
Do the eagles get to like see, since we have like
I was going to
beautiful eagle
try to
eyes?
fly into where I saw the green.
I know
glimmer or
you guys
whatever.
are flying up.
So
Okay.
we're
This
like
is while that's
we're
that's happening.
perceiving while we go.
Correct.
See, no.
Except we're not, because we're also fucking tired.
Yes.
I'm the most tired.
So you notice, as you guys are going up, there appears to be, like maybe a couple levels up, like as it spirals, there appears to be a cave with a lit fire.
Would a lit fire help us with our exhaustion?
No.
No,
We have to have a long rest.
I'm just saying that's what you notice. And there
Okay.
appears to be a backpack next to it.
I think there might be somebody in there.
How far away is it from us?
pointing to
How
the
far is the
fire.
backpack from us?
40 feet.
I'm gonna think
40
to
feet
the
is
group.
wait, the backpack or the start of the cave?
Backpack.
Like 50 feet, because it's a little bit in the cave next to the fireplace.
I'm gonna think to the group. I think we should maybe see who's in there, just in case there's something that we need on our way up.
Is the cave entrance big enough for the eagles to fit into?
Yeah.
Warm up. We know where the peak is.
Do the eagles go?
You guys are in control
You,
here.
yeah.
I'm following. I'm just following you.
I'll just slowly hover up to the opening and give it one last like look in the cave to make sure there's nothing in there.
In the cave?
Hmm.
Make a perception check.
19.
Doesn't look like there's anything in there.
Okay.
Just the fire in the backpack?
Yeah, just a fire and backpack, yeah.
That's not weird.
Is it a lit fire?
It's a lit fire.
Like, how long? Does it look like it's going out, or does it look like it? Looks like it's.
It looks
Still
like
warm.
it's been well fed.
Hmm.
And there's like a number of sticks and things in the fire.
I'll hover
Yes.
over to the opening and land.
As soon as we land, I'm gonna cast Detect Mode again.
Okay. The only thing that you hear is it's like a sea of whispers, as if you're picking up like 20, 30 different voices, and they all seem to be focused on the test. Like they are thoughts that involve the test. As you try and like pick out one, pick out two, like listen really well. I failed the test. I failed myself. Different voices.
But I don't see anybody around the cave.
No.
How dark is the cave?
Dimly lit.
I'll cast Dancing Light in it. I'll just put 4 orbs up.
I wanna kind of. Hello? Is anybody in there?
You can see that the cave isn't like depth-wise. It's not a large cave. It's like a small, you can only go about 20 feet in. You don't hear anything.
Well, all I'm gonna do then is just warm my hands up in front of the fire for a second. Kind of look around for any more like wall symbols. And if I don't see anything, then I'm gonna come back out and jump back on his back.
You don't see anything?
Checking the backpack.
Okay.
I call at him.
In
We're
it,
going
you
with Mage Hand first. Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't like a triggered plate or some shit. Under it.
Nope, the cave is closed now.
Yeah.
You're
And Belle
fine.
dies.
in it, you find rations for 2 days. They look, like they can be eaten. They might not be super good, but it's edible. And there is a note that depicts needing scales in order to make some kind of trade in Kessel. And it's not specific on what kind of scales. And you then just see a glove, just a right-handed glove.
Just stow it away.
Take that good.
Got it?
That's it. And give me an investigation check, please. Okay. Cool. So,
Can't roll.
Go to Kessel. I hope with the note.
Maybe that should be our next stop. I'm jumping back on his back, kind of indicating we should keep moving.
Yeah, we'll take one more notice kind of around as I'm walking back to him to see if there's anything else in the cave. And we'll get back on his back.
Make an investigation check.
Wait, did I get off his back then to do that investigation check? Because I don't want to get off. Okay.
You're just kind of looking around.
Too tired to move.
Huh? You see that there are a number of small tracks. Look like they might have been made by different kinds of creatures, but you aren't really sure of what kind.
I'm just gonna ignore him.
Okay. Cool. What are you guys doing?
Get on the backs of the eagles and take them.
Keep flying.
Onwards.
As you're walking out, you then see 4 of those humanoid dust-like figures telling you to come like downwards.
Down the mountain?
You see 2 more ahead of you telling you to come up.
Up. Okay. So, I'm gonna point them out to the group.
You see 2 more that are sitting on top of the mouth of the cave, just shaking their heads. And then those 2 run off of the cliff. They run off of the mouth, run past you, and jump off the cliff.
Oh, wow.
That's creepy.
These are just spirits.
Maybe they're like remnants of people who have failed the test.
Oh my goodness.
We're going up there.
Yeah. Let's
I forgot I could
let's
talk.
keep heading towards the summit.
Yeah, let's just get to the summit.
Lastly, you see another one kind of digging out from the snow underneath you
Hey, Flute.
as it kind of looks up.
Like a dust face in the snow.
Creepy.
And you can see that it has like fiery red eyes that just appear as it just looks at you all.
I am jumping on Eagle Loot.
We can all. You can only see it, or we can all see it.
You can all see it.
Okay.
That's terrifying as I jump back on.
And then it explodes
Let's
Oh,
keep
God.
moving.
and just bursts.
I caught it.
I need you 3
Okay.
deck saves. I
No, that
see
was
you
really
2
bad.
are a little bit more out of range.
Hey, my dex modifier's not bad though.
No motivation to get closer.
Get that plus suits.
Wait, do I have disadvantage on saves?
Just checks.
Oh, thank God. 26.
26 with Jackson.
Yes.
Jeez. Jeez.
Well, I rolled twice.
Okay. I was like,
because I thought I had disadvantage, yeah.
9.
Okay.
That would be
So-
ridiculous.
I know.
You're like,
Asian.
what?
So you don't take anything.
I mean,
You definitely don't take anything. You're gonna take some damage.
yeah. Oh yeah. Now I need. Someone has paper because I have to like track bird health
I
now.
have paper.
Welcome to my world.
Bird health.
Bird health.
Bird health. Here you go.
Should turn into a giant vulture, then I would have been fine.
You take 22 points of necrotic damage.
Oh god! Ow.
Oof.
22, you said? Ow, that felt great.
I guess it was
Yours
a
look
good
good.
thing we didn't follow the dust guy. Since they're evil, explodey guys.
Something smells really tasty though.
You can see that there is another one that's like that's like walking up the side of the mountain. It has those same eyes.
Go.
And you see that another one of the ones that was telling you to come this way, is running at it, and it just tackles it off of the mountain. But they look the same, except one of them just has red eyes.
I swoop up and just start hovering it. So just to see what else they do.
Okay, yeah, they're just tumbling down, and they then disperse into just formless dust that gets picked up by the wind.
I'm flying up.
Following.
Okay. As you guys are going up, continually moving, you eventually see another layer. You see that there are like a row of wolves, about 12 of them, who are just kind of looking up at you. They don't appear to be doing anything, though, as you continue flying up. You are now at the peak, and you can see the just mist that is pouring out. At this moment, you can also see that the clouds are forming.
The dust clouds?
No,
No, the actual clouds.
actual
Thunder
clouds.
Thunder clouds.
Thunder just rains down in the center of the peak. As it like hits the peak and crashes off, I need my 2 winged creatures to make dex saves.
Okay. Last one went well, so what's the worst that could happen?
What could go
Okay.
wrong?
Oh god.
That was better.
Good.
Slightly better. 16?
18.
Okay.
Barrel.
Dual barrel.
If it's actually called lightning, it can do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Stop picking your dice.
Yeah, I know, right?
that was a lot of dice.
I don't think you needed that many.
You need like one of those.
You're gonna take.
Sorry,
you
guys.
said you had an 18?
mhm.
Okay. Then you are going to take 14 points of lightning damage. You're gonna take 28 points of lightning damage.
Well, I'm not an eagle anymore, so that's cool. When you take
So
damage
we
past
drop
your,
to the snow, I'm guessing.
your form, it goes
You
to
take that as.
dope. 20.
Yes. You start falling. And.
How high in the air are we right now?
Huh?
How high are we?
Pretty high.
Okay, I changed into a giant owl and scoop him back up.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, it could just be an owl. A giant
Oh, wait,
owl
actually,
for
no, I
an
lied.
owl size, not a giant owl big enough for people.
It's just like an
I mean, it's got the
owl.
same.
It's just big.
Actually, no, I don't.
Giant
know.
owl.
It's a slightly bigger owl.
Slightly.
What are you doing?
Fine, I'll do another giant eagle.
So you guys are currently in free fall.
I do another giant eagle and scoop him in my talons
Okay.
because it's more
make-
HP.
Make an acrobatics check.
How far are we going?
Hmm?
How high were we?
Hey!
You are currently about 100 feet until, because you guys were on the side of the peak.
Okay.
So you're about 100 feet until the next layer of the
Oh, okay.
24.
24. Okay. You kind of swoop in and get Tatiana. Make another one for Valky.
I would have done this. The monks
Hey!
in there.
22. Can't do math right now, apparently.
22.
No, 23. I can't do math right now.
Okay. You kind of grab him as well. Well, you don't really grab him. You more so fly under him, and you land on his body.
Because I'm like laying, I just grab onto the feathers.
You all see this happen, and kind of just you manage to dodge it, kind of, but you still get hit. You just manage to keep your form.
I'm gonna swoop down toward the where I think the green thing is, just gonna call out Luke. Ah! And then,
So can they talk to each other?
yeah. Do we both speak eagle?
Yeah, could we speak eagle?
Sure.
Come with me. No.
Following.
And then I try to stay close to the ground, but like flying along it, until I get to where I think Crystal is or whatever it is.
Yeah, so what do we see as far as the green light?
You start to get a lot closer, and you see that green light. It's very small, maybe the size of a coin.
Whoa.
And as you are kind of going towards it, you see the area around you. The mist is coming from like this, just one side of this large area. There are cracks in the ground where steam is coming up. You can see each place where the lightning has hit, and you can see like portions of lightning coming from where the mist is also coming from. You see a cold wave breeze in past you, and you can see this large moving creature coming out from the mist. There's and in Draconic, you hear, "Oh, they've sent more for me to play with." And as you start to see a face, you see that this creature stands at least 20 feet tall. Wings extend, and you see this light blue, almost icy blue dragon come out of the mist.
Oh god.
That's where we're ending game tonight.
Oh god!
Oh, no.
How many of us know Draconic? Is it just the two of
It's
us?
just the two of you.
Ugh.
But you have heard Draconic enough
Yeah, to recognize it.
that you know that sounds like Draconic. I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds like
More
Draconic.
means something death is coming. the previous times that we've heard it. It's never good.
What? It's always
Did you
super
say
friendly.
that they sent more?
Yes.
The test is just to retrieve the green thing, though.
Correct.
Where's the green thing?
Little
Apparently
coin.
with the dragon.
Like in the center of like lightning and mist.
Perfect. Sounds safe. Why are we doing this?
Ooh,
I
okay.
just wanted to sing a
I
song.
mean, the last time we had the run-in with the dragon, we made friends with her.
You did?
She was cool.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they did, yeah.
Maybe they know each other.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
must
do
be
you
a-
know? Have you met?
She was pretty
And then we
dope.
make the dragon matter because he's like, "What? You think all dragons know each
Yeah,
other?"
exactly.
I always have.
I mean, you know him, right?
glasses. Do you want me to make the dragon fall in love with me?
Shrek. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go no.
That would suck.
I mean,
The dragon failed its heart glasses
Oh
roll.
my god, I'd die.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
gonna
would
try
die.
it. It's gonna be the first thing I do.
After rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was interesting. And very, very, very creative uses of shit. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, that was our game for tonight. And go follow us on everything.
Everything.
Invite your friends back for more. And we will have more Christmas news for you soon.
Are you gonna talk about what we want for our Christmas present?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It would mean so much.
How about someone else talk? What do we want? What do we want for Christmas?
Okay, so we're really close to hitting our first 100 followers, and so our goal and our dream is to hit 100 by Christmas.
That's just
so
8 people.
If you're watching this and you
7.
haven't followed yet, do us a solid.
7?
7.
We're down to 7?
We're down to 7.
Ah.
See, that's so close. We just need one of you every day.
So help us out. Follow us on Twitch.
Tell your friends to follow us.
Follow us on
Please.
Twitter too. We might be doing some stuff on there as well. So please and thank you, and happy holidays.
Yes. And for that, I mean, we're gonna give you guys a cool Christmas one-shot thing. As soon as we have some more information, we will of course let you know.
Do I still get to run it?
Sure.
What could go wrong?
I'll be a player. I'll be a player. Why
I'm
not?
excited.
Wait, what?
We were joking about it, but I really want to do a one shot. I've never done one. It'd be fun. And this one won't feel as pressured because it's not the campaign, so if I mess up.
But you will. Everyone messes up. Yeah.
Everybody
It's
needs
just-
It would be fun.
What you do with those mess ups. Own it.
Yep.
So, that's going to happen sometime soon. Tomorrow is our rebroadcast, and a couple of us will be in chat. Well, I'll be in chat, and whoever is free will also be in chat, but no promises there. I'll be there, though. And then Thursday, I know you guys have been watching our Insight Check stream because you love us, right? Right. We have our next episode of that, so we can talk about this episode. You can bring all your questions about this episode, and we'll talk. Anyone have anything else?
If you can't be there, then share your questions with us either on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter ahead of time.
Yeah.
And we'll still answer them.
Yeah, hit us up on any of those social medias and we'll gladly answer questions from there.
We had a bunch of really good questions this last week.
Oh my God, yeah.
Really good questions.
Those questions were
We had
good.
so many questions we didn't even get through all of our questions.
All the
Yeah.
questions.
I came with a list. I was like, all right, I got all these questions.
4 from the list.
Seriously, maybe 10-15% of the list done,
They were good.
which is good.
Yeah.
Because I think that your questions were
Better.
a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were at least more unique rather than us being like something about the story specifically.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, we can talk about that later. I actually
Talk about that on
want
Thursday.
to go back and rewatch it. 'Cause some of those questions were just like, man, you really got me thinking. All right, well, have a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy your holidays.
You gotta go back to work tomorrow.
You gotta go back to work tomorrow. That's okay.
You might.
You can listen to us.
We might.
I said they might.
Oh, they
I
might.
don't know. Some people might have to work tomorrow. We might have tomorrow off.
And we may have some exciting news for you guys soon. So, stay tuned. Be here for our streams. Follow us on stuff. Interact with us, because we are active on social media. And have a wonderful Sunday. I was going to say life, but have a wonderful Sunday.
I think you should have worked for life. But it's also a good movie.
That's true. It's an excellent movie.
Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
The best
Bye.
Christmas movie.
Yes.